I was live, and I'm not going to exaggerate when I think I was live for like 5 hours because it was two different lives because I got suspended halfway through it and then they gave it back to me. I think it was like, wait for it, 57 cents. I think that was the total that I got during
Yeah.
the 5 hour live.
Everybody thinks I'm making buku bucks over here doing the live thing. No, I'm
We're not.
bleeding out. I think we spent just over $16,000 building the studio. And then I employ
Wow.
three journalists, a fact checker, and an IT investigative journalist. So he does all the
Very
IT
nice.
stuff, but he also does IT investigation. And yeah, we're bleeding out here, and that's part of like why I'm like, hey, like we need to start,
But you're educating so many people, Oz. And I don't
exactly.
I don't know where you stand in that, but and I think people need to understand this. We're not here because we're making money from telling you guys about, the stuff that we're looking into, the wallets that we might use, the platforms that we might use, the exchange, whatever it is that we're talking about on the day. We don't do it for like, I want to go and make money by we're not making money out of it. We're just sharing with you because I don't know where you're at when you started your journey. I know when I started my journey back in 2017. So I'm an IT consultant slash programmer. So I'm a geek at the best of times. But when I started looking into Bitcoin, I could not find easy to understand information. Everything that was out there was you had to be a geek, you had to understand blockchain technology. And I'm like, dude, it's like you're talking a different language. I genuinely don't understand what you're talking about. So then I went, but no, but this still makes sense. So I kept on going down the rabbit hole. And then I realized, and at some point I've been told multiple times throughout my life that apparently I'm really good at simplifying things and making it easy to understand. And I'm like, okay, what if I take the information that took me years to actually understand, share that with people, make it easy for people to get involved, then that means I've helped someone. So
Exactly.
I
That's the
think
whole
a
purpose of
big
this
part,
live is to help people.
100%, 100%.
And
It's
like
amazing. I am so glad I came up here today. It's just
I am too.
it's like having a conversation with a mate from a lifetime ago. It's so cool.
I know, right? Easy to talk to. Yeah, I appreciate you
Very.
coming on. Um, so we also do the news on this show, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed
Oh,
or
cool.
you haven't watched the show. So we do TA technical analysis. I give out the price points, but it's also I'd say it's a financial news media outlet, but we also follow like the wars and stuff going on because I think that plays a role in finance.
It does.
But
Yes.
this is a financial news media outlet. That's what our main thing is here. I just use the TA to rope people in because I'm watching the charts anyway.
Right.
So I figured, what, make it part of the show. And part of it
Absolutely.
was like, crypto's all the rage right now. What about when the bull runs over? You know, there has to
Yeah.
be something to continue on with. So,
And I think that's what people need to understand. Like when we do our lives, like, I go live Wednesdays and Sundays. And yes, I will answer all of your questions because I always do. It doesn't matter what you're asking me. I was just looking at the chat. I can see a few people asking me about coins. It's a different live today. I'm having a chat here with my mate Oz. So we're not talking about coins and TAs. However,
hi, chat.
come and jump on the lives. Wednesday, Sunday will be here. But what I do want to remind you guys is we're here to help you guys get educated. And believe it or not, it's not just about that one coin that you're focusing on. It's not about that one TA that you're thinking, am I going to get rich with this coin? There is so much more to this space. There is so much to learn, so much and I'm not just talking about and I don't know how you feel about this, Odds, and I think people are missing this part of the space. Yes, making money in this space is important. Of course it is. I wouldn't be in this space if I was making $0. That's obvious. However, think outside of the box a little bit. Think about what you're getting from a mindset perspective, from a financial freedom. Stop thinking about following governments, banks, and bosses, of devaluating fiat, of the fact that I can control my own money, be your own bank. That kind of concept, that is life changing. So
Yes.
whether you decide to be in crypto or not, be in it from the mindset. Learn about ways, like I don't know how many times I've heard not just from people on the lives, but just in real life. The amount of people that say, I have more month than money, I am on a 9 to 5, and I only have a single wage. You should be having multiple income streams. You should be looking for other ways to learn, to earn. But I truly believe that crypto is a great addition to anybody's life, whether it's you have one job, whether it's you don't have a job, whether it's you're trying to find ways to get ahead. I really think you can do that in crypto. Genuinely believe that.
I agree. And they want you to live in the pod, eat the bugs. They want you on UBI. And this is our way to combat that. This is our way to build financial freedom for you and your family for generations to come. Generational wealth. And that's the overall goal here, is to help people to see a future that's bright, because right now the future looks bleak. But for those of us here in this space, we see the writing on the wall and we know where things are headed, and we have an opportunity to be ahead of the curve right now.
I think I was having a conversation the other day with someone and I was saying people don't get it, but it's like this matrix concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys are out there in the matrix and you think it looks real and you think it come over to where we are. It may look a bit glim. Like, look, I'm not going to say I'm, that's why I said to you, congratulations before, because I know it's not easy, to get to that point where you're financially free, you're retired, now I've quit my job. That does not mean I'm retired. I still every month I go, okay, where's rent month coming from? But the fact that I'm able to do that, the fact that I'm able to go live, the fact that I'm out there working at it every single day because I truly believe in what I teach and what I'm, obviously learning myself, that it is life changing. But if you think about it, we're out here and we're seeing what's going on, and you guys are in there in the matrix and you're just blinded to what is being served to you on a platter, which just seems like, going back to, Robert Kiyosaki kind of comments like the rat race, and you're sitting there and it's a 9 to 5, and there is another way. And I don't mean another way for a, you know, IQ of a whatever genius, geek. This is for you and for you and for you. This is for anyone who wants a different life, who wants to be able to get ahead, who wants to be able to find a purpose. And I truly believe that you can find that financial freedom, that financial support that you need getting involved in something like crypto.
Thank you, Nani. That's amazing. I got to get into the news now. We're running a little bit behind on schedule, but I appreciate your words.
Hey,
Everybody, give
I
Nani a
was,
follow.
thank you so much for having me. It was awesome to be here. For anyone who's on the live, please don't forget to give Oz a follow. It was absolutely great. Very unexpected and impromptu live, but it was so good. It's
Yeah,
so good to
totally.
finally meet you, Oz.
Yes. Glad to have you. And you're welcome anytime. Just, you know, put on the co-host thing and try to hop on. If we're busy into something, I'll reject it. But I'm always welcoming other people to come on the live. I want to make it more regular, but not too often, kind of thing, because we do have a pretty strict structure with the show here. But I think that these conversations are good, and I try to get people on who don't agree with what I'm saying as well, because we don't want to create echo chambers. We want to break the bubble. So
Can't promise I won't agree with you. But yeah, it was great to come on. Hi to everyone in your community. Thank you so much for everything you do, and obviously we'll chat soon.
yes, for sure. All right, let's see here. Um, I don't
How
know
do
how
I get
to
off? It's
undo
the
it.
$1 million question.
I don't know how to undo having you on here. Let me see here.
Let me see. Oh, I found it. Hold on, I can get out.
Okay.
See ya.
And everyone, um, that's why I offer these classes. You're not going to find, I mean, maybe Nani, I don't know what she charges for her classes, but um, I offer the daily price point videos for XRP at $2 for a sub. And then I offer the one-on-one coaching for me for $9.99 a month. So you can get one-on-one coaching with a catered um, strategy for your specific needs. Everyone is different. And so, with that coaching, we can help build a strategy that works for you and your portfolio. And as well, we're also teaching the TA classes. Now, those, it's $25 an hour. There's 4-hour classes a month. So it's $100 a month for the TA classes. But if you can't afford that, you can always just get the deluxe subscription, and basically I'll do all the heavy lifting for you and do the TA for you, and you can just decide what you want to do, you know. But the TA class is more towards gearing to teaching you how to do it on your own, to where you won't need me, because who knows, one day I may no longer exist. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So but I do offer those um to help people, because I, especially if you're new to the space. um Thank you, TikTok seller. Yes, I don't know if TikTok got extended yet. I guess we're going to find out tomorrow. Sorry, everybody in the chat that wrote things. There's just so much to go over. If you have questions about what we talked about, go ahead and put them in the chat now, and I will take care of you, no problem. Let's go over the gifts. So, Sith Lord with the 2 roses, Foodie M with a subscription. Thank you very much. And if Foodie M, if you subscribed with a deluxe subscription, make sure you send me a direct message and give me your email address, and I'll get you signed up for the email alert system, absolutely free for the rest of this month for you to try it out. And we'll go from there, and we can help set you up with a strategy that works for you with that. So mind you, I have 95 or 94 other subscribers that I'm coaching. So be patient. The first lesson you're going to learn is patience, but we will get you taken care of very quickly. I'm usually message within the same day, but these things take time, and we'll figure out what is the best strategy for you. Francesca, thank you for the greeting hearts. HD Malicious, thank you for the heart me. Let's see who else here. Francesca with the 10 popular votes. Francesca with a heart me. Best of the best with the 6 roses. Oscar with the heart me. Let's see who else. Neo with the 5 goats. TikTok seller with the 4 popular votes. And Jesus with the I love TikTok live. Thank you very much. And looks like TikTok seller with a heart me, and best of the best with 27 roses. TikTok seller with 6 popular votes. Justin Kelly with the 16 roses. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I put this racing debut up here just so that I didn't have to keep resetting while we were doing that. So I'm going to bring that down. Let's do a money gun. We'll do a money gun for our next goal. Who's got me with a money gun? Thank you all for your support, and I appreciate all of you and what you do to keep this show going. Let's see. Justin Kelly says, what are your thoughts about the DeFi hybrid liquid trading platform? I really don't know much about it, and I really wish Jesse was here to look into it. I'll tell you what, Justin, I will look into it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow when we have Jesse on the show. Take a look at SEI. You got it, bro. And then we got to jump into the news. When are we going all in? Pretty soon, I think. I'm going to wait for confirmation on this, but Ondo looks like it's prime. Let me check Algo as well. I got Arrow up here for what's his name? Oscar. I got Arrow up for Oscar. I've been watching this all day. Look, Oscar, it's right at the mark. It hit right at that 0.90, bro. Look at it, did it exactly. The question is it going to break there, or is it going to keep going? I'm going to leave this one up because I've been watching this one. Let me see. SEI. Let's check out SEI, and then I want to do algo real quick because I think I'm getting ready to put a buy in soon. I'm getting ready. I think we're close. Oscar, Oscar's back. Oscar, did you see? Do you see it? Look at dude. Or was it Pallet Town? Oscar, were you the one in Arrow, or was that Pallet Town that was in Arrow? Oh, it's Pallet Town, my bad. Pallet Town, do you see it, bro? Twas I, yes. Dude, do you see it? It hit at 0.0 or 0.90, like on the dot. Like exactly, bro. Exactly. Call me John Wick. I think that's it. We'll see if it breaks that. I don't think so. I really don't. I think it's all downhill from here. Let's wait for confirmation. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna probably put a short on this one too. This is beautiful. I told you, bro. You were set. What did you say? 8-7. You said, or 8-9, and I said 9-0-0, baby. Called it to the cent. To the cent, baby. I'm that good. All right. Yeah, 8-4-8-4. That's right. Yeah, I called it to the cent though. I said 9-0, rounded up to that even number. It's a psychological number. Okay, SEI's got a bull flag on it. Or wait a minute. Is that a flat top? Hold on. I may have misspoke. Hold on. Let's just double check because these can get confusing for me. Okay, yeah, that's a bull flag. That looks like a bull flag. You're up 8%. Good for you, man. I'm giving 9K to the first 6 people that inbox me with blessed right now. Do not do that. I do not recommend it. I mean, you do what you want to do. All right, SEI has got a nice little bull flag forming right here. This should pump, I'd say, to 18.92 to like 19. It might wick into 19 because that's like a psychological number. That's minimum. That's just based off of this flag. That's where it will go to. I'm thinking more like 18.90. 0.1890. But it could potentially go all the way to 1941. We shall see. Look at it, got this massive pump and just total rejection, man. Dude. Which means it could potentially make its way all the way up there. It could potentially do that over a longer period of time, but just in the short term, I'll tell you what I am seeing though. If it doesn't bull flag here, either way, this thing's going up. Look at this is an inverted head and shoulders for sure. If that consolidates sideways and doesn't, go down too far, I'd say that could be an inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, this is SEI. This looks bullish right now. And look at the downtrend on this thing. Okay, this has been downtrending for a while. It's only healthy for it to pump up 50%. And that would take it to 21 cents, 20 cents, I would say. I'd say 20, no, maybe 22 cents to be, a psychological number, 0.22. That would be 50% recovery from this downward trend. That's normal. Ghost Wick, I swear they always fill. I know, right? XRP had one like that. Look at XRP got a Ghost Wick here a while back. Um, let me see here. Yeah, there it is right here. This first one that was on February 3rd, it wicked all the way down to 79 and then shot right back up to 250 ish. Justin Kelly, thank you for the 16 roses. Who's got me with a money gun? I need a money gun. It went down and got filled, huh? Look at, I think Arrow's done. It's that's a lot of sell pressure, dude. From this one, this one. I think it's all downhill from there on that one. All right, who's got another project? Actually, let me look up Algo real quick, and then we need to do the news. We got some news we need to cover, but we'll do some more at the end. Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for confirmation on it too. It's always, dude, don't try to be John Wick. Wait for confirmation and then go from there. Find the middle ground. Know that it's on its way down, and then strike, and then you know you're safe. Akram, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate you. Algorand. Let's see. Algorand. I cannot wait to buy this thing. Okay, I think Algo's got some more down to go. I'm thinking 15.5 to 14.5 at least, and it could go lower. We'll wait for confirmation on this one and then we'll get it. But look at, I called this one like a week ago. Head and Shoulders, baby, played out perfectly. I think it goes lower. I think it goes more like 14 cents. And I think it could potentially go down to like 10 cents, to be honest with you, if things keep going the way they're going in the market. And ooh, I cannot wait. I've been itching to buy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Arrow is lost its steam. I got it pulled up right here. I'm keeping an eye. I told you I would keep an eye on it for you, bro. We're going to get you profitable so we can get you in that class. Pallet Town wants to join the class, but the class is filling quickly. So I was like, all right, we're going to make some trades and we're going to get you profitable so you can afford the class. 3 giant wicks on the 45. Let's check it out. I'm watching this one too. Oh, yeah. And I bet you it starts, the first pattern is a Head and Shoulders, bringing it down here, and just continues on down. And everybody, chat, hashtag FYP in the chat, hashtag must watch, hit the like button, everybody double tap. Let's get the viewership up. Let's get it rocking and rolling. I'll tell you though, this kind of looks, in the 45 minute, it looks like a bull flag though. I don't think it is, but definitely something to keep an eye on. It kind of looks flaggish. You know what I mean? Do you see it, Pallet Town? You got a bit of a triangle right here. So be careful. Wait for confirmation, because it could just want to keep going. Give me a second. I'll throw a little. Let's throw some lines. I don't think so. I think it, I mean, the hour does too. And look at the 15. The 15 looked like a flag and then it kind of pumped and lost its steam. It could be more of a double top. If you're looking in the 15, this might be a double top and be done. But I would wait. Wait for confirmation, because if it does blow through this right here, it's going to shoot up. It's going to shoot up. And I think it'll go to $1 if it breaks resistance. This is arrow. Yeah, downward pointing flag. But look, it did, and then it did pump, but then it lost it and it came back down. So that is a double top. But I would wait for confirmation. Be patient. Because I'm telling you what, if it does break resistance right here, it's going to shoot up to $1. All right, back to the news. Let's see. Second XRP ETF launches on Canada Stock Exchange today on Monday. So basically, we know this got approved. It actually launched today. So today is the first day of trading with the ETF in Canada. So that's why I think XRP is bullish. Okay. It'll pump a bit, but it's probably going to come right back down. So keep that in mind. XRP investors hedge bets that price will drop by 5% as Middle East conflict intensifies. I don't need to read all of this. That basically says it right there. And this is a bit of confirmation of what we've been saying, and they're just putting it out there today. They put it out today because the markets are pumping, you know? So they always give you the news the opposite of what it's probably going to be. If it breaks 92, it's going to $1. Oh yes, for sure. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All right, Ethereum and battle for yield. What's the future? Let's listen to it.
Ethereum and the battle for yield. What is ETH's future? Key takeaways. Ethereum staking yield dropped under 3%, putting it behind many DeFi and RWA protocols. Yield-bearing stablecoins like SUST and SURUP USDC now offer 4 to 6.5% returns and are rapidly gaining market share. Most competing yield products are built on Ethereum, meaning rising adoption can still strengthen the network's value over time. Fixed income isn't just for TradFi anymore. On-chain yield has become a core pillar of crypto, and Ethereum, the largest proof-of-stake blockchain, sits at the center. Its economy relies on users locking up their ETH, to help secure the network and, in return, earn a yield. Yet, Ethereum is not the only game in town. Today, crypto users can access a growing variety of yield-bearing products, some of which compete directly with Ethereum's staking returns, potentially weakening the blockchain. Yield-bearing stablecoins offer greater flexibility and exposure to traditional finance, with returns tied to U.S. Treasuries and synthetic strategies. At the same time, DeFi lending protocols expand the range of assets and risk profiles available to depositors. Both often deliver higher yields than Ethereum staking, raising a critical question: is Ethereum quietly losing the yield battle? Ethereum staking yield falls. Ethereum staking yield is the return earned by validators for securing the network. It comes from two sources: consensus rewards and execution layer rewards. Consensus rewards are issued by the protocol and depend on the total amount of ETH staked. The more ETH is staked across the network, the lower the reward per validator, by design. The formula follows an inverse square root curve, ensuring diminishing returns as more capital enters the system. Execution layer rewards include priority fees, paid by users to have their transactions included in blocks, and MEV, maximal extractable value, an additional profit earned from optimized transaction ordering. These additional rewards fluctuate based on network usage and validator strategy. Since the merge in September 2022, Ethereum's staking yield has gradually declined. From around 5.3% at its peak, the total yield, including both consensus rewards and tips, now sits below 3%, reflecting the rise in total ETH staked and a maturing network. Indeed, over 35 million ETH, or 28% of its total supply, is now staked. Ethereum Staking Reward Reference Rate. Source: Bikuncha.in. However, the full staking yield is only accessible to solo validators, those who run their own nodes and lock up 32 ETH. While they keep 100% of the rewards, they also bear the responsibility of staying online, maintaining hardware, and avoiding penalties. Most users opt for more convenient options, such as liquid staking protocols like Lido or custodial services offered by exchanges. These platforms simplify access but charge fees, typically between 10% and 25%, which further reduce the final yield received by the user. While Ethereum's sub-3% annual staking yield may seem modest, it still compares favorably to its closest competitor, Solana, where the average network APY currently sits around 2.5%, highest network APY 7%. In real terms, Ethereum's yield looks even better. Its net inflation is just 0.7%, compared to Solana's 4.5%, meaning stakers on Ethereum face less dilution over time. But Ethereum's main challenge isn't other blockchains, it's the rise of alternative yield-bearing protocols. Yield-bearing stablecoins gain market share. Yield-bearing stablecoins let users hold a dollar-pegged asset while earning passive income, usually derived from US Treasury bills or synthetic strategies. Unlike traditional stablecoins such as USDC or USDT, which pay no yield to users, these new instruments distribute part of their underlying returns. The 5 largest yield-bearing stablecoins, SUST, Syrup USDC, USD, and OOZ, make up over 70% of the $11.4 billion market, and use different methods to generate yield. Issued by Athena, a BlackRock-backed company, SUST relies on a synthetic delta-neutral strategy involving ETH derivatives and staking rewards. It has delivered some of the highest yields in crypto, with historical rates ranging from 10% to 25% April. While current yields have declined to around 6%, SUST still outpaces most competitors, though it comes with elevated risk due to its complex market-dependent strategy. SUST, developed by Reflexer and Sky, ex-MakerDAO, is backed by STI and RWAs, tokenized real-world assets. Its yield is more conservative, currently 4.5%, with a focus on decentralization and risk mitigation. Issued by Maple Finance, Syrup USDC routes yield through tokenized treasuries and MEV strategies. It offered double-digit returns at launch but now yields 6.5%, still higher than most centralized alternatives. USD, issued by Ondo Finance, tokenizes short-term treasuries and yields 4.3%, targeting institutions with a regulated, low-risk profile. USG, also from Ondo, is backed by BlackRock's short-term treasury ETF and offers a yield around 4%, with full KYC requirements and a strong compliance focus. Top 5 yield-bearing
Ondo, baby.
stablecoins historical APY. Source:
Thank you, Francesca, for the 20
StableWatch.
goats.
The key differences across these products lie in their collateral, synthetic versus real-world, risk profile, and accessibility. SUST, Syrup USDC, and SUSTs are fully defined native and permissionless, while USD and OOZ require KYC and cater to institutional users. Yield-bearing stablecoins are rapidly gaining traction, combining the stability of the dollar with yield opportunities once reserved for institutions. The sector has grown by 235% over the past year, and with increasing demand for on-chain fixed income, it shows no signs of slowing down. Related, TradFi's deep liquidity issue is crypto's silent structural risk. DeFi lending is still centered on Ethereum. Decentralized lending platforms
Everybody
like
hit the like
Aave,
button.
Compound, and Morpho let users earn yield by supplying crypto assets to lending pools. These protocols set rates algorithmically based on supply and demand. When demand for borrowing rises, so do interest rates, making DeFi lending yields more dynamic and often uncorrelated with traditional markets. The Chainlink DeFi Yield Index, which tracks average lending returns across major platforms, shows stablecoin lending rates typically hover around 5% for USDC and 3.8% for USDT. Yields tend to spike during bull markets or speculative frenzies, like in February to March and November to December 2024, when borrowing demand soars. Chainlink DeFi Yield Index. Source: Chainlink. Compared to banks, which adjust rates based on central bank policy and credit risk, DeFi lending is market-driven. This creates opportunities for higher returns, but also exposes lenders to unique risks, such as smart contract bugs, oracle failures, price manipulation, and liquidity crunches. Yet paradoxically, many of these very products are built on Ethereum itself. Yield-bearing stablecoins, tokenized treasuries, and DeFi lending protocols largely rely on Ethereum's infrastructure, and in some cases, incorporate ETH directly into their yield strategies. Ethereum remains the most trusted blockchain among both traditional and crypto-native finance players, and it continues to lead in hosting DeFi and RWAs. As these sectors gain adoption, they drive up network usage, boost transaction fees, and indirectly reinforce ETH's long-term value. In this sense, Ethereum may not be losing the yield battle, it may simply be winning it differently. This article does not contain investment.
All right. So we were talking about Ethereum earlier and possibilities of it not being as useful, but it does have its place. And that's what I was saying is there will be a place for Ethereum. It will have its use case. But I think that there will be better returns elsewhere. But that doesn't mean that it's useless. It'll have its space. It's an ecosystem. They're all going to interwork and interchange amongst each other. It's not this end all be all like everyone keeps thinking with like XRP. Everything is going to play somewhat of a role in some way. Not everything. There will be things that go away, obviously. But I think, pretty much it's going to be an ecosystem. The things that actually have utility and serve a purpose will serve their place. Even things like Bitcoin, even though its purpose is to hold value. I mean, I consider it a meme coin. I think there's other things you can get in. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. All right, Arrow is creeping back up. Is it going to double top here and come down? Probably. I've seen this many times. This is, looks like it's going to double top right here. Head back down, come back up a little bit, and that would be a head and shoulders, sending it down, and that would be the beginning of the downward trend on this one. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody put hashtag FYP in the chat, hashtag must watch. It's 100% a flag, but could just channel down. Exactly. That's why we're going to keep an eye on it and wait for confirmation. All right, so
as we continue to track the conflict in the Middle East, let's recap how we got here. Israel first launched a massive round of strikes on Friday. They were targeting Iran's nuclear and military sites and key personnel, including the country's top nuclear scientists. These strikes came as Iran and the U.S. were in negotiations to limit Iran's nuclear capabilities. That 60-day deadline that President Trump had set to make a deal had just passed. So the Israeli operation took out 4 top military leaders, including the head of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps and its Air Force. Iran responding predictably, launching ballistic missiles into civilian areas, we're told. The barrage at times overwhelming the Iron Dome and leaving behind extensive damage. Now, despite the Trump administration urging Iran not to retaliate, Iranian officials have indicated that U.S. bases and interests in the region, well, they still may be targeted. With the growing instability in the Middle East, the U.S. had pre-positioned assets capable of defending against ballistic missiles in the region and has now ordered more of that into the eastern Mediterranean Sea. I sat down Friday with Senate Majority Leader John Thune in his office on Capitol Hill to discuss all of this escalation
everybody
in the
hit the
Middle East
like button,
and the
double
state
tap,
of the budget
tap
battle.
away.
Let's Let's start domestically. You've got the big, beautiful bill now simmering here in the Senate with a lot of different kinds of objections. CBO, its latest projection it puts out is that the lowest income households will lose $1,600 a year in federal resources, and the highest earners will gain $12,000 in federal resources. Democrats are calling a shameful transfer of wealth from working families to the ultra rich. How do you respond?
Yeah, I don't know how you can come to that conclusion. We're increasing the child tax credit, and if the Democrats had their way at the end of the year, the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act.
Oh, these guys are atrocious.
And you would have the child tax credit cut in half for working families. So we're not only going to keep it from getting cut in half, we're going to increase it. You know, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime.
Does that survive?
Lower the tax on Social Security recipients. Yes, it will. Those are all things that were the president's priorities, and the House included them in their version of the bill, and now we will also have them incorporated into ours. So I don't know how they come to that conclusion. This is going to be very much about middle-income taxpayers. And as I said before, if we don't act at the end of the year, there will be a $2.6 trillion tax increase on families making less than $400,000 a year, and a $600 billion tax increase on small businesses. So this is really about preserving and protecting families and ensuring that they've got more dollars in their own pocket and they're sending less to Washington.
But there are even those within your party who say they worry about the long-term impact, that it's not going to be good for families, for their kids and for their grandkids, because they don't see adequate offsets there and just more contributions to the deficit, which continues to grow. So
it's atrocious.
What do you say to those folks who are within your own party and may not be a yes vote for you yet?
Well, I would say, and I'm a pro-growth conservative, so what you want to get on one hand, Shannon, are pro-growth policies, and that's tax policy, it's regulatory policy, it's energy policy that creates greater growth in the economy. When the economy is growing and expanding, people are making money, taking realizations and paying taxes, and government revenue goes up. And then on the other hand, you've got to start bending the cost curve down. And what we've been seeing is the costs going like this, of the federal government. And this does bend it down, literally for the first time in decades.
It's got a ways to go.
This will be the largest spending reduction in history. We're talking over $1 trillion, $1.5 trillion, up to $2 trillion. We'll see where we finally end up in the Senate. But it'll be a major reduction in spending, coupled with reforms to programs to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse, and then also have on the other side pro-growth policies. You get greater growth in the economy, more revenue here, spend less here, and pretty soon you can start seeing things balance out. But you have to start somewhere, and that's what this bill does. And it is a big, big change from the way that things have been done in Washington for the last several decades. And again, I would argue it's the biggest spending reduction in American history.
So let's talk about some of the specific objections. You've got members with Republicans on your side who need to work through. So we've got SALT, which is this exemption for people who are in high tax states for their state and local taxes. It's been raised to $40,000 on the House side. When I asked Senator Rick Scott about it last week, he said absolutely not. It's not going to survive.
We should not be subsidizing blue state governors' wasteful spending.
So there's a question about how much of it does survive, but you've got House members who say they tweak that and I'm now a no vote.
Right. Well, and again, when people ask me how much of this can you get in there, how much of that can you get in there, it does come down. It's a function of math.
I think we're going to get a spinning top.
At the end of the day, you've got to get 51 senators and 218 House members to get a bill on the president's desk. So obviously we're very cognizant of the political dynamics that the Speaker is dealing with in the House. That said, in the Senate at least, there isn't a high level of interest in doing anything on SALT. We believe as a matter of policy, you don't want to have low tax states subsidizing high tax states. So I think at the end of the day, we'll find a landing spot, hopefully that will get the votes that we need in the House, a compromise position
thank you for the
on
let 'em
SALT
cook
issue, if you will, that will enable us
Everybody
to get the
tap
requisite
the
number
like
in
button.
both the House and the Senate to get a bill on the president's desk.
So as you try to work all this out, Senator Cruz is among those out there publicly saying, I'm not sure this gets done by July 4th. How does it get done? Will you keep senators here through weekends and holidays?
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll get done.
I'd say an hour.
And I think it is a huge priority, obviously, for
Hour
the president.
before
He
we know.
campaigned on it. This is an agenda that we are all committed to, and we will roll into the 4th of July recess if necessary in order to get this on the president's desk.
Okay, let's talk foreign policy, because as you and I are talking, Israel has unleashed a number of strikes. On Iran, there have been return strikes. aimed primarily at its nuclear program, nuclear scientists, military leaders, air defenses, all kinds of things. Senator Chris Murphy is pointing the finger at Israel. He says, they're essentially blowing up the talks that the U.S. has been having with Iran, that President Trump has been cautioning.
Rejected.
Let us try to get this deal done. But he then ultimately points to President Trump because he says if we hadn't left the Iran nuke deal, they wouldn't have advanced to the point that they are, that Israel feels like they have to act.
Well, first off, I think President Trump is all about trying to keep America out of wars and to try and find paths toward peaceful outcomes and peaceful solutions. I think he's tried to do that with Iran. Iran has grown, I think, increasingly defiant of late in these talks and these discussions. But what this comes down to is action taken by Israel to defend themselves and their people. They view Iran's nuclear capability, as do we, as a non-starter. That is a destabilizing force not only in the region but in the entire world. And what you heard Prime Minister Netanyahu say when he spoke to Congress last year is that the only thing standing between Iran and the United States is Israel. And that's absolutely true. I mean, they're the little Satan, we're the big Satan. And they want to wipe Israel off the map. And that just isn't something that the Israelis can accept. And so this is their decision to defend themselves and their people. What I would suggest to Iran is that they not target Americans in any of this, because if they do, they better be prepared, because we will respond.
What does that mean?
If it does go, I'd short this thing at $1.
Getting us out of foreign conflicts and not
I'd
getting
hit it
involved
just
in any new
underneath,
ones.
like,
But certainly Israel's an ally. We have pledged that we will stand with without equivocation.
994.
But if Iran does go after U.S. bases, is it more than a defensive response for us in that case?
Well, I think Iran should be prepared for all of America's might to descend upon them if they go after and target Americans or American bases or installations in the Middle East. Clearly this is the Israelis taking action.
They're trying to rope us into this war, man.
Iran's nuclear
Everybody's trying to rope us into their war.
They view that as an existential threat to their
Where
existence.
do I do my
And
training?
frankly,
I do
they're right
not
about
divulge that
But
information.
what
I
the
use
US's
multiple
response will be
platforms,
triggered by
but
is how
for
Iran
security reasons, I
responds.
do not.
And if they do, as they have been for a long time,
I do
start
not tell
targeting
anybody.
Americans, and their
Help you
proxies in
understand.
Yemen and in the Gaza Strip and Lebanon have now for decades been creating disruption and
It's
chaos
gonna go.
and death and
Because
destruction
it broke here, it's
in
gonna
that
go.
region of the world, and we have a presence
It's going to
there.
$1.
And if they attack that presence, they should be prepared for us to respond.
So you were at the White House this week. What would you say is your relationship with the president? He had a lot of praise for you. This week he called you out by name and thinks you're doing a great job.
Told
Is the
you if
job
it
what
broke that, it was
thought
just gonna shoot.
How much of is he
Dude.
a partner in you trying to get things done here?
Well, I mean, to get things done around here, he's the closer. He has to help when we're trying to pass major legislation. Ultimately, has tremendous influence in talking not only to senators but to House members and ensuring that we're all operating as a team.
Well, we'll watch as you tick towards that July 4th deadline with
Oh
a very
my God,
full
look at it go.
agenda. In the meantime,
So will we.
Look
Happy
at
Father's
it
Day in the
go.
meantime.
It's
Thanks
doing
for
it.
taking time.
It's
Good to
going to
see you.
$1.
Thanks, Shannon.
I'm on the 15-minute. All right, let's look at this thing. We'll get back to the news in a minute. Look at this. It broke that resistance. I didn't think it would do it. But that dude. So let's go back to the 1 hour. Oh, that is nice. Yeah. It's going to hit $1 in the next 4 hours. Let's see, maybe 6, maybe not. It is moving. Maybe by tomorrow. Hondo? You mean Ondo? This is Arrow. This is Arrow, A-E-R-O. Me and Pallettown been watching this one all day. I didn't think it was going to do this. It broke through resistance, though, and it's going to keep going. I think $1, though, might just be the end of it. I could be wrong. But that's why I said we need to wait for confirmation, Pallettown. Because you can draw all the lines you want, and if you try to catch the wick on these things, man, you'll get burned. So it's very important that we wait for confirmation before we make our moves. Dude, you got out at the right time. You closed that short perfectly. I don't even think you need me, bro. But I appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. All right, let's watch some news while we wait for this thing. All right. Business challenge. Trump's tariffs before the Supreme Court. Citing the polarizing uncertainty created when tariffs are added and subtracted at will, two small businesses came to the Supreme Court on Tuesday asking the justices to quickly weigh in on the legality of President Trump's reliance on a law giving the president broad authority over economic transactions in a national emergency to impose hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. Until now, the companies wrote on Tuesday, no president in nearly 50 years history of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act has ever invoked it to impose tariffs, let alone the sweeping worldwide tariffs imposed pursuant to executive order challenges here. So we're going to find out on this. Trump is saying that there's no need to do it quickly. That makes me believe that maybe he doesn't have the legal authority. Maybe the Supreme Court will take it down. But with executive orders, it's kind of tricky because we are in a trade war, okay? Being in a trade war could give him those powers. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this one. If the Supreme Court rules against Trump on this one, markets are going to go parabolic. Okay? All those returns you've been waiting for will come if it gets shot down. I don't think it will happen, but this is something we need to be keeping an eye on. Okay? You need to be following this Supreme Court on Trump's authority on tariffs. Okay? This is going to be what moves the market either down or up. Okay? This decision right here is everything. Pay attention to this. I know, I just felt it in the air. I know, right? Dude, everything looks bullish today too. Like, I think it's short term, short lived. But yeah, everything kind of looks bullish. That's why I have the white light on and not the green light. Cause like, yeah, everything's pumping today and maybe over the next day or so. I'm thinking until what's today? Is today Wednesday? Let's see. Yeah, today's Wednesday. So I think things pump. Maybe it'll pump till the new moon. Who knows? But because of the moon cycle, I figured things were going to pump. But I think it's short-lived because we are in the new moon of the moon cycle. So we'll probably get a couple days of this and then we'll see. And this may throw off the moon cycle. We got the moon up here. Our little guy, he's on the moon. We wish we were with him there, but we got cut short. We ran out of gas. But keep an eye on that one. All right. Americans cut back sharply on spending last month amid tariffs. Americans are feeling a hangover from their tariff-fueled buying frenzy earlier in the spring. Retail sales fell 0.9% in May from the prior month, the Commerce Department said Tuesday, down sharply from April's downward revised 0.1% decline. That was the steepest month decline since January and the worst than 0.7% decreased economic projected in a poll data at FactSet. I'm not going to read all of this, but people are starting to pull back their buying. They were panic buying because of tariffs, and that is changing, and that is going to affect the markets. Okay, The question is how. Is it going to be bullish because people are going to put more money into the market? Or is it going to be bearish because people just don't have the money because they've been panic buying other things? I don't think about it. Japan's exports post first drop in 8 months as U.S. tariffs hit the auto firms. May exports were minus 1.7% for the year versus the forecast of minus 3.8. Imports fall 7.7% a year in May. Japan scrambling to get exemptions from the U.S. auto tariffs. Ishiba says some disagreements persist between the Japan and U.S. So no deal with Japan. Everybody thought there was a deal with Japan. No deal. There's really like no deals. As far, even China's deal is not set in stone. The EU, no deal. Canada, Mexico, no deals. There are no deals yet.
Japanese exports fell for the first time in 8 months in May. Figures out Wednesday showed overseas shipments dropping 1.7% on the year. That followed months of gains, but was at least better than expected. The nation's big automakers are in the front line of the trade war. They accounted for more than a quarter of the $145 billion in goods that Japan shipped to the US last year. Now big names like Toyota and Mazda face 25% tariffs on their cars, and the latest numbers show the impact. Japanese auto exports to the US slumped 24.7% last month, with shipments of parts also massively down. Now Japan could also face an additional 24% levy on all goods from July 9th, unless it can strike a deal with Washington. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba had hoped that agreement would come at the G7 summit in Canada this week. But he emerged empty-handed from talks with Donald Trump, saying that disagreements remain to be resolved. The hit from tariffs could add to pressure on Japan's already lackluster economy, which has seen growth hit by subdued private consumption. The trade war also leaves the Bank of Japan with a tough call. Does it cut rates to help lift growth, or hike them to cool inflation? This week, the central bank kept rates steady and signalled it would be cautious about future moves.
So no deal with Japan. Fed holds interest rates steady for the 4th time in a row. We already knew this, but I wanted to recap it. Federal Reserve said Wednesday it is holding its benchmark interest rate steady, keeping borrowing rates elevated for Americans for the 4th straight time. And I told you this. Everybody wanted to say, they all wanted to say, no, interest rates are coming down. I've been screaming it for months. For months, it's not coming down. And here we are. And I'm also starting to lean towards later in the year, they might go up. Okay, once we actually get hit with the tariff impact in the world, unemployment is not a problem. Okay, and as long as unemployment is not a problem, rates will not go down. Okay, and here's the thing is inflation is ramping up, especially with the wars going on. Okay, we're sending aid and different things that fuels inflation. Okay, inflation is not going down whatsoever. Okay, expect possibly a rate increase. You're hearing it here first. Everyone is saying, oh, they're going to drop it. I'm telling you right now, it's either going to stay the same or it's going to go up. I'm leaning towards going up later in the year. I know no one wants to hear that, but that's the facts, baby. This is where we're at. Nothing is getting better. We're in a recession already. Okay? We are in a recession already. It's going to get bad. It's going to get bad, ladies and gentlemen. But not for us, because we're ahead of the curve. We know what's coming before it happens, and we're prepared because we watch this show. And that's the whole purpose of me doing this show, is to help you guys. Powell gave a B slap. You get nothing. And despite that, the markets are going up, okay, for today, but it's not going to last, okay? We just had a massive fall in the market. This is normal correction. It coming back up. It's going to happen, but the overall outlook is bearish. If that changes, I will let you know, okay? That's why the white light's on, okay? We're going up a little bit, but it's still bearish long term. I think over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, possibly, it could be downward movement. And Trump saying Powell to drop rates made it obvious he was using reverse psychology. Yes, exactly. Exactly. See, you're starting to pick up on these things because you're getting it. So here's this. U.S. unemployment claims dip to 25,000, hovering at a historic low levels, okay? Interest rates are not going to come down. The unemployment is what Jerome Powell already said. He said, if there's a problem with unemployment, if there's a problem with jobs, then they'll lower the interest rate. And here we go. Unemployment claims dip, okay? There's not a problem with jobs, so they're probably going to raise it. Reading the room a lot better than 3 months ago, right? And that's amazing. And TikTok seller, thank you for the 2 roses, by the way. Thank you so much. I got some gifts coming to your live soon. I appreciate you, buddy. So, yeah. This is why I'm thinking rates could go up. I'm thinking rates could go up. Is the data flawed? Who knows? And who cares? Because if they're giving out flawed data, it's so that they can do these changes. It's so they can make these things happen. So I'm leaning towards rates stay the same or they go up. I'm thinking up later in the year, especially once supply chain disruption hits the shelves and, recession, fears ramp up more. We're already in a recession. Come on, but yeah, it's gonna get bad. And if people are already thinking we're gonna go into recession, of course they're gonna raise the interest rates because we're already there. Duh. All right. Iran warns U.S. joining conflict would mean all-out war, refuses demands to give up on disputed nuclear program.
Iran warns U.S. joining conflict would mean all-out war, refuses demands to give up disputed nuclear program. Iran warned that the United States joining forces with Israel would mean an all-out war, as Israel bombarded sites overnight that it says would have allowed Iran to continue enriching uranium, as well as attack Israeli forces.
And
any American intervention would be a recipe for an all-out war in the region. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghi warned Wednesday during an interview with Al Jazeera English. He did not elaborate, but thousands of American troops are based in nearby countries within range of Iran's weapons. The U.S. has threatened a massive response to any attack. Another Iranian official apparently ruled out demands for the country to give up its disputed nuclear program. Iran's ambassador to Geneva, Ali Barini, told reporters that Iran will continue to produce the enriched uranium as far as we need for peaceful purposes. He rejected any talk of a setback to Iran's nuclear research and development from the Israeli strikes, saying, "Our scientists will continue their work." Israeli warplanes pounded Tehran overnight and into Wednesday, as Iran launched a small barrage of missiles at Israel with no reports of casualties, according to the Associated Press. Israel says it launched the strikes to prevent Iran from building a nuclear weapon, after talks between the United States and Iran over a diplomatic resolution had made little visible progress over 2 months but were still ongoing. President Donald Trump has said Israel's campaign came after a 60-day window he set for the talks. Iran has long insisted its nuclear program was peaceful, though it is the only non-nuclear armed state to enrich uranium up to 60%, a short, technical step away from weapons-grade levels of 90%. U.S. intelligence agencies have said they did not believe Iran was actively pursuing the bomb, according to the AP. Israel is believed to be the only country in the Middle East with nuclear weapons, but has never publicly acknowledged them. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said Wednesday that it eliminated Ali Shadmani, identified as Iran's wartime chief of staff, overnight. Shadmani held the role for only 4 days before meeting the same fate as his predecessor. Spokesperson Brig General F.E. Defrin said in a video statement Wednesday, "We have delivered significant blows to the Iranian regime, and as such, they have been pushed back into central Iran," Defrin said. "They are now focusing their efforts on conducting missile fire from the area of Isfahan. We are aiming at military targets. They are attacking civilian homes. While we are working to remove threats from Iran, we are still fighting their proxy, Hamas in Gaza, who is still holding 53 of our hostages in brutal conditions," he added. "We will not rest until they are returned home." More than 50 Israeli Air Force, IAF, fighter jets conducted 3 waves of strikes over 3 hours in an extensive operation Tuesday night, hitting an Iranian centrifuge production site that was intended to enable the regime to continue to enhance its uranium enrichment. Defrin said in another statement Wednesday, "This complements actions from previous operations we have conducted targeting components of the nuclear program." Israeli forces have struck over 1,100 different components across Iran as of the 6th day of the conflict, Defrin said. He said IAF jets also struck several weapons and missile production sites in Tehran. On Wednesday morning, Israeli aircraft identified and struck 5 Iranian AH-1 attack helicopters located at Kermanshah Airport. "We have clear goals and objectives: removing the existential threat to the state of Israel, significantly impairing the nuclear program in all its components, and inflicting substantial damage to the missile array," Defrin said. The IDF said it identified around 30 launches fired from Iran towards Israeli territory in 2 barges Tuesday night. Most of them were intercepted, and there were no casualties. "I know these are complex days, but we cannot afford complacency," Defrin said, warning Israelis to strictly adhere to home front safety guidelines. Trump initially distanced himself from Israel's surprise attack on Friday that triggered the conflict, but in recent days has hinted at greater American involvement, saying he wants something much bigger than a ceasefire. The U.S. has also been shifting assets to the Middle East, including sending more warplanes to the region. Trump said in social media posts on Wednesday that the U.S. knows where Iran's supreme leader is but would not kill him, for now. He also called for the complete surrender of Iran. "We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran," Trump wrote. Fox News' Stephanie Simon and the Associated Press contributed to this report. Iran.
All right. So yeah, the war's ramping up. Kodak asked, what's going to happen with the housing market? That's a great question. This article got overlooked. It was up here hiding from me. Housing market slump is getting worse, okay? So why it matters: the broader economy held up during the rolling recession that hit the housing industry in recent years. That might be the case this time if other sectors slow concurrently, which they will. Catch up quick. So basically, I don't need to read all of this, but yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the housing market. It's not looking good for anything. And look we have a special guest. Everyone say hi. This is Snow. Say hi, Snow. Say hi to our special guest. Everybody send a galaxy for the kitty. Kitty galaxies. Oh, baby. Oh. Little Snow. She's a star. She wants to get away. She's like, let me go. Let me go. She's a parrot now. Say hi, Snow. I thought you guys might like to see her come on. Maybe it would get you guys to send a galaxy. Help support the little kitty. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Snow. Bye, Snow. Nah, she won't jump. She's just like wondering like what's with all the lights and everything. Kodak, thank you for the rose, and Kodak, thank you for the heart puff. Kodak, thank you for the chili and the lightning bolt and the finger hearts. Kodak likes the kitties. I see your kitty in your thing all the time. She said, "Get me down." Yeah, she didn't want to work. That's for sure. We got a couple little kittens. I figured with all the doom and gloom, why not have a cat to come and brighten everybody's spirits a little bit, you know? Like, curious, how much do we find out how much gifts are? So the gifts are based on like the coins or whatever. So, the Let 'em Cooks are like 20 cents. Some of them are like a couple bucks. Some of them are 1 penny. It just depends. Enlock, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate it. You got 4 of them? Nice. I have 2 outside cats. I have 3 inside cats. So I like to have cats. I'm a cat person. We also have Leia. She's our dog. They're all named after, like, so one of them's name is Chewbacca, Chewie. And then Snow after Snow White. And then Arthas. Arthas is from World of Warcraft. And then we have Jax from, he's from Sons of Anarchy. Jax, but his actual name is Lieutenant Dan, because when I got him, his legs didn't work in the back. We were able to get him, but when he was a kitten, he couldn't use his back legs, so we named him Lieutenant Dan. And then he got new legs, so now he can walk. So now he's got magic legs. And so Lieutenant Dan, we changed his name to Jax. And then we have Spider Kitty, because she's like a spider, and she freaking broke my TV. She climbs on everything and gets, so she had to become an outside cat. She broke my TV. I had to get a new TV. I was not happy, but she actually likes being outside better, so it works. But I have all the classic cars here, so we have the cats outside to make sure that nothing like mice or anything can get into the cars and stuff. I played so much WoW years ago. I love that game. Addicting. Yeah, I actually used to work BlizzCon every year. A lot of the sets and stuff for BlizzCon I built in the shop. And the life-size like statues and stuff, like I built all those. They did like the motorcycles and stuff, like I built all those things. All right, some more news. We gotta roll through it. MAGA civil war breaks out over Trump's potential decision to join the conflict in Iran. What's going on here? It froze. Hey, can you call the IT guy? This froze. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. Let me try reopening. No. There we go. I fixed it.
There are a whole load of competing voices in President Trump's ear right now.
War with Iran would be a terrible idea.
This is so bonkers. This thing has not been thought through.
The American people have been brainwashed.
So what's he going to do? He is certainly keeping the world guessing.
You don't know that I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do.
The ambiguity is intentional. It keeps Iran guessing, threaten annihilation, pull them to the negotiating table, or maybe to surrender.
They want to negotiate. And I said, why didn't you negotiate with me before? They're totally defenseless.
But something else is going on here. Donald Trump is in a very tricky position. He is the no wars president, the peacemaker who won the election, by promising fewer wars, not more.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker.
His base of support around the country are isolationists. They have no interest in foreign wars.
If what you want is American involvement in a war with Iran, which American troops and units would you like to see die first?
I guarantee.
Oh, a guarantee.
If Donald Trump launched a war in Iran, not only will I not support it, I will apologize for the rest of my life for voting for the guy.
And across social media and right-wing news channels, those views are echoed by influencers, politicians, and personalities.
The American people have been
Oscar,
brainwashed
thank you for the let 'em cook.
into believing that America has
Welcome
to engage
aboard.
in these foreign wars in order for us to survive. And it's absolutely not true.
War with Iran would be a terrible idea. It would divide Trump's coalition and cost America our credibility and our treasure.
The question is it splitting the MAGA base? Well, have a look at this from two mega MAGA figures. Donald Trump's former strategist, Steve Bannon, and media personality, Tucker Carlson.
This thing has not been thought through, right? It does not have the commitment of the American people. You have to bring the American people. The American people are not there to get into another war right now.
And why is the Congress not actively debating this? There's one person. Marjorie Taylor Greene is like the only. Oh, and now Levin says this morning she's not MAGA. Okay, all right now. Now we're really in the last scene of Animal Farm.
So what will Donald Trump do? Well, only he knows.
My supporters are America first. They make America great again. My supporters don't want to see Iran have a nuclear weapon.
He has been given the military options, and he is being told conflicting things by different people. He's in a bind.
It is so hard to follow what Donald Trump is going to do. I don't know. I really hope that we stay out of this one. It is not going to be good. If we do, y'all better go file for disability or something. Get on some psych meds and get exempt so that you don't get drafted. Yeah, I would say you might want to try to get on some disability or something. Even if it's something, get something documented. Just tell your doctor your elbow hurts or your knee hurts or something. Get something on paper, baby. Go to your doctor. And Enlock, thank you for the 2 Let 'em Cooks. Appreciate you. Yeah, do something, man. Take care of yourselves out there, because this is about to get really bad really fast. I don't see an end in sight, and I'm really worried for my children, your children, everyone in the world right now. I'll tell them Trump broke my brain. I need meds. Yes, I have Trump derangement syndrome. Good for you, Oscar, because y'all are going to need that. Do something now, because later on it'll be too late and nobody will be able to get on it. But if you get in something documented first now before it gets crazy, you may have a chance at saving your life or your kids' lives. I don't know, just think about it, And if you want to serve your country, by all means, go and volunteer. But I'll tell you what, I don't agree with any of this whatsoever. I don't. Ukraine-Russia war latest. EU diplomat says Europeans should learn Russian if Kiev doesn't get more support. Oh my God. Y'all better start learning Russian in the EU. All right. That's what they're saying. And honestly, I kind of agree with that sentiment. At the same time, I get it's a bit parabolic propaganda nonsense. But at the same time, I don't think Russia stops at Ukraine. But maybe not. Maybe Ukraine is full of rare earth minerals and resources and things. The largest lithium supply. What else? There's a lot. Okay, I wish I had Jesse here right now. It's just that I don't know. Do you think he'll stop? Chat, help me out. Do you think he would stop at Ukraine, or would he keep going into Europe from there and pull a Hitler? Oscar, thank you for the popular vote. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know, to be honest. Like, I feel like I understand where Putin's coming from. Okay. I try to look at things non-biasedly and understand, like, I get it. Like, he doesn't want a bordered country that is with the United Nations. I get it. He doesn't want NATO on his back door. I get it. At the same time, is that what the real motivation here? Or is it dominance? Because like I said, like, we're in a global economic shift financially is happening right now, and history will tell you that with that comes all out war. So I don't think he does stop. Very interesting times for sure. This needs to calm down or it will be scary. I don't think it does calm down. History will tell us that whenever there is a global economic shift, this is what happens. War breaks out. Okay? And what we are in is a global financial shift. We are moving to a digital backed currency. Digital currency so I think that's why this is a financial news media outlet, but we cover the war, because it has to do with the financial news. This is why it's happening, is because of the changes in finance. So get ready, buckle up, because it's coming. Trump hosts Pakistani army chief disagrees with India over India-Pakistan war mediation.
प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप को
Prime Minister Modi clearly told President Trump that during the entire course of the event, India-America trade deal or mediation between India and Pakistan were never discussed at any level. All discussions relating to cessation of military action took place directly between India and Pakistan through existing channels of the two armed forces and took place at Pakistan's request. Prime Minister Modi said with great emphasis that India had never accepted mediation, nor does it accept it, nor would it ever do so. There is complete political consensus on this in India.
इस विषय पर भारत में पूर्ण रूप से राजनीतिक एकमत है.
I have to say I believe him.
Ignite.
All right. Kodak says Navy's good though, Coast Guard's great also. Yeah, but the thing is, we have no strategic reserves, so we got no fuel to fuel a war right now. Neo, thank you for the 5 Let 'em cooks. So we're almost reached our goal. Let's see if we can reach this goal by the end of the show. The show ends at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, but we'll go a little bit longer. Let's see if we can get this goal while I do a little bit of promo. If you could. Looks like we got rejection here, Pallet Town, at 9-4. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but I'll tell you what, it's been trending up for a while. It's due for a correction. It got a bit of a correction here. It may correct here to like 0.85 and then continue upward, but I think it'll hit $1. Didn't we just max out on oil? I mean, I don't think we maxed out, but I know our strategic reserves have been depleted for a while. So expect gas prices to go up. And Big Baller, he said, invest in oil. He might be right. If we go to war, expect gas prices to hit $10 in California. Waiting till it candles candle below 8451. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was just saying. I'm thinking 85. It'll probably correct here and then come back up again and hit $1 and then just completely top out. It could continue more, but I would think not. Algo's getting close to buying. Ondo's getting close to buying. I'm waiting for confirmation, but once I get confirmation, I mean, that's a bull flag on Ondo right now. Ondo's got a bull flag. It's probably going to come down here to 0.76, probably 0.75. No, probably not that low. Maybe 0.766. I'm thinking it wicks to. This is Ondo. So I think Ondo's got a nice little bull flag forming. And I think this one is prime. It's been in a downtrend for quite some time. However, here's the thing is, look at this. All right. This is bullish. Let me double check that. I've been double checking the wedge patterns because I pretty much have them memorized, but they can get mixed up sometimes. So none of these. Okay, yeah, here it is. So if it trends down into it and it's pointing down, a breakout upward. And that's what we have on Algo right now. Or was that Ondo? Excuse me, Ondo. And that is a big pattern. That would send it up. Yeah. That would send it up quite a bit. I'm thinking 90 cents minimum. And I think it could do $1, depending. What was that one? This one is Ondo Finance. Now that doesn't mean that it's not going to come up here to 80 cents ish. Okay, and then come back down one more time. All right. So I'm going to wait for confirmation on this one. But this one we're going to keep an eye on for sure. Because if it breaks upward, if it starts hitting 82 cents, it's probably going to go to $1. I'm thinking probably just shy. 95 cents seems more realistic. Where's the actual resistance at? 92 cents maybe. 95 or excuse me, 93. But it could go as high as 97. And it could go more than that, obviously, but those are like just from what we're looking at, what it could do. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've been waiting to buy. You all know this. I've been watching Ondo and Algo like a hawk. I've been waiting for the right moment, but I don't want to get stuck in a bull trap. How can you go by the chart when it seems to rely on BTC Ethereum charts? What do you mean? I think Bitcoin is possibly gearing up for a move. Best network to use USDC. I do not recommend any networks or anything like that because of what happened with FTX for legal reasons. I think things are gearing up for a pump, but it doesn't matter how bullish everything looks. Like he said, Justin Kelly, Bitcoin is driving everything. Bitcoin is in the driver's seat. I agree with you, Justin. But that's why I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm gonna wait for a Bitcoin signal, but I'd say Bitcoin is somewhat bearish, but it could be in a C wave right now, ready to come down. That's why I think it would come up, come back down, and then it would go. So I think if Bitcoin completes its C wave, then it could take off and do something big. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'm thinking once Bitcoin hits about 95, 97K, it takes off from there. That's why you scratch your head a bit when I look at some charts like traditional stocks. Well, I'm also following Bitcoin as well. It's just Bitcoin will give you the overall direction, but I don't think Bitcoin has much more to come down. And I think other projects like Ondo, for instance, it's already pretty much bottomed out. Okay. Now there is the potential that it comes down to 65, 66 cents. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for confirmation. Okay. But I'm keeping an eye on it to see if the market does make a turnaround. But I'm thinking probably mid-July is going to be our buy point. Oh, not you, just some seem to forget that. Yeah. Is H-bar entering buy territory? Let me go look. But I'll tell you this right now. I think mid-July is going to be your buy point. That may change, but that's just what is confirmation? A breakout. A confirmation would be a breakout. I don't need to catch the entire wick, but I need confirmation that it's going to do what it's going to do. Once it breaks out of that resistance, or once it loses support, then I know what direction it's headed and where it's going to stop. That's where I'm at with it. H-bar is basically a stable coin. Was that one we were supposed to look up, H-bar? Yeah. H-bar is a stable coin. That's funny, man. Y'all are funny. We're talking about Ondo, Algo. We're basically everything. Everything is moving in unison. I'm calling this the unicycle, the simulcycle. Ondo looks like a inverted head and shoulders in the short term. Right here. That could send it up a little bit, but that's not a lot. Like, we want to zoom out. We want to look at the 1 day. Oh, excuse me. This is H-bar. So H-bar is this head and shoulders right here. So H-bar's got more to come down. I'm thinking 12 cents to 13 cents. Nothing's changed on that. We got a few weeks. We got a few weeks left for things to start coming down. But this is classic. H-bar is a classic bull cycle. So even if it is going to pump, it's going to do this. It's going to and fizzle out. I'd like to see it do something else, but that's pretty much what it is. All right, I will do one last one for you, Jesus, because you are a subscriber. After that show's over, we're 15 minutes over time, and mind you, whenever we go over, I have to pay the IT guy extra money. So if you could send some gifts, at least help me reach this Let 'Em Cook, man. I would appreciate it, but it's going to cost me like an extra $100. Neo, thank you for the dragon crown. Appreciate you. Jesus, thank you for the Let 'Em Cooks. Let's see if we can get a galaxy. Since we're already over, might as well do a couple. All right, let's do Cardano. Cardano. I know we went a little bit over because we had an unexpected guest, but wasn't she incredible? I haven't watched too much of her content. I've seen a little bit. Same thing here, inverted head and shoulders, short term. But she's actually, she gets it. So Cardano, same thing as H-bar, okay? It's a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders in the short time frame, but the larger time frame, it is a head and shoulders, bringing it down to 51 to 53, maybe 55 cents. I'm leaning towards the lower numbers of like 50 cents. I think it hits 50 cents and then bounces up from there. But at the same time, it's a classic bull cycle like that. I think we're in like the 9th inning right now. Neo, thank you for the sparks. Thank you very much. Who's got me with a galaxy? If I can get a galaxy right now, I'll keep doing a little bit of TA. If not, we're gonna call it a show. We're already ran over, so I'm already gonna have to pay overtime. But if I get a galaxy, I'll stick around and we'll do some TA. Everyone should just buy SXT and Ondo. Set it and forget it. I know, right? Because as soon as I buy it, it's going to God candle. Kodak, thank you for the flex. All right, can we get a galaxy or are we calling it a night? I own Ondo, but what purpose does the coin serve? Honestly, it's real world asset. So it's the tokenization of real estate. That's what it is. Tokenization of real estate. So basically, whatever real estate is valued at is what it will be valued at. It'll be backed by a real world asset. The coin is used for like liquidity pool for transferring. So like when somebody wants to buy real estate, okay, and they pay somebody, the coin is what's used to move the money back and forth. All right. Holy crap. Bunch of gifts coming in. Kodak, thank you for the donut. And the tiny dino, the You're Awesome, the 2 goats, and Oscar, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much. All right. I will go till 9:30. We'll go to 9:30. Unless we keep getting galaxies, then we'll keep going. Let's see here. Actually, we'll do something bigger than a galaxy or something similar. What do we do? We'll do a meteor shower. Because the more we go over, the more it costs me out of pocket. So, meteor shower, and I will go till 10 o'clock. And we'll go to 9:30 now. I've read Ondo's coin is purely governance right now with potential for future staking. Interesting. Turbo for meme coin, that is now utility. All right, who wants TA? Oscar, do you got a TA you want done? Oscar, what do you want TA'd? You got front row right now. File? Yeah, we'll do file. Is OMG one? Is that a coin or is that just OMG? If OMG is a coin, maybe I should buy that. What the hell is Trump Mobile? Is that a coin? Neo, I just did Cardano, but I can do it again for you. Neo has been a subscriber for a long time. All right, slow down, chat. Let me get these done here. Riznet. Is Riznet is that a meme coin? I'll tell you this right now. I don't do meme coins. They're unchartable. Holy cow. Oh my God, look at that thing. Dude, File. If File takes off, that would to something like this, that would be incredible. What is the It's super new. I just got an airdrop. Who told me about File? What the fuck? That was 2021. I wonder if this one gets a bull run at all. I don't know what the utility is on this one. Let me check. A decentralized storage network and cryptocurrency that enables viewers to rent out their unused storage space, creating peer-to-peer marketplace for data storage. Oh, we looked at this one the other day. Yeah, this one's cool. This is hella cool, actually. All right. So on the one day, here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. More than likely, let's see, it seems like it's a bit of a double bottom. It probably has more to come down. I would say 2.9. But what'll happen with this one is it'll pump up and it will probably go there like that. So I'm thinking $6 when I think it's still got more to come down. But I think it'll do about $6 when it does take off. I think it comes down to 2.111. $2 to $6, that's like what we want XRP to do. All right, let's see here. You want me to do RizNet? If it just dropped, I'm not going to be able to TA it. We can do Quant though. All right, I'll do RizNet. Hold on. Is this it right here? Riz? May 15th it dropped. This looks like SXT. I don't know, man. It's in uncharted territory. It's too new to chart, but I would say things are going down right now. That's what I would say. I would say wait for it to flatline, and then you'd be in accumulation on it. But I don't know. What's the utility on it? I just did Cardano, but you got to become a subscriber or send the gift. Rihanna, thank you for the heart me and the rose. Appreciate you. Oscar wants IOs. Oscar paid, so he gets first dibs. Thank you, Oscar, for the galaxy. All right, we got to get this other goal if we want to go to 10 o'clock. IOs network, US dollar. Okay, on the 1 hour, I'd say it looks kind of like maybe a double bottom or a triple bottom there, but let's go into the 1 day. Dude, if that's a double bottom right here, if it stops right here and starts going up, it's going up to 54, 55 cents, you know, just to get started. I mean, it could stop up here at 43 to 45 cents. But also at the same time, I think it wants to come down. I'd keep an eye on this. I'd watch it and see if it starts creeping up here. Like, it can come down a little bit more, but if it starts creeping up, it's going to take off. But if it stops at 0.35, 0.36, it's probably going to head back down. Yeah, wait for confirmation on this one. Wait for it to pump past 0.39, basically 0.40, and then you can maybe get it from 40 to 55. It's hard to tell on this one. How long has this been out? Okay, a couple years. I would say that man. It's probably going to come down. I mean, it looks pretty nice and volatile, though. I'm just not seeing any real patterns. It's a bit of it kind of looks like other things like the Head and Shoulders, but it's a little wonky. But it could be a diamond top forming, which would send it back down. But if it's a diamond top, that means it would get like a nice pump. So keep an eye on it. If this thing pumps up to 57 or 60 cents and then starts coming back down, I would say it's a diamond top and it's going to run back down here. Watch the market. Whatever Bitcoin does, it's going to do something similar, just more volatile. All right, Quant. You got 2 minutes to send the gift or we're calling it a night. Rihanna, thank you for the heart me and the rose. Justin Kelly, thank you for the paper crane. Appreciate you. We got to meet the goal. If we're going to go over 9:30, we'll go till 10 o'clock if I can get this meteor shower. Otherwise, we're going to end it at 9:30. So we'll do Quant and ARB unless we receive the gift. quant. Quant looks like a double bottom. And it looks like it might be flagging right now. Yeah, quant might pump. And I'd say it's a triple bottom and a bull flag maybe here. Yeah, this one's probably going to pump. I think everything's about to get a bit of a pump. Let's say it does pump. That would take it to 106 maybe 105. And it could potentially go all the way to 108. And that's just based off of this pattern right here, triple bottom. In a more long term, in the day, I think it's coming down. I think what it does is it's going to do this right here. And then boom, head and shoulders. Justin Kelly, you got to send the gift because we're already over time. Because it's going to cost me $100 to go over because the IT guy's in here. No. You got to send the goal gift. I appreciate it though. Let's see here. ARB for TikTok seller. If you were a subscriber, I would probably be like, oh, okay, you know, but become a subscriber, man. And then you can get, I'll tell you what, subscribe right now and I got you, bro. And that way you get the perks of being a subscriber, man. But we're already 30 minutes over time. Arbitrum, is that it? How do I describe? I'm on TikTok Pro. So down on the bottom, there's like a star with a little circle around it. And you're going to click that, become a deluxe subscriber, and I got you, bro. ARB looks like it's flagging too. That's a nice bull flag, it looks like. And I'd say it's a bit of a inverted head and shoulders. And that would send it up to about 33. And that's on the 1 hour. And then on the day, it kind of looks like a double bottom. I think it comes down further. I think it comes to 0.24, and then it just takes off double bottom, sending it up to 0.64 later on. And it could go more from there. But I'm thinking that's probably what it's going to do, because we have this one right here, and then this one right here, and then this one will boom. So maybe it does like 80 cents at the most. All right, Justin, are you going to subscribe? I'm telling you, with the deluxe subscription, bro, like you get one-on-one coaching with me. And real quick, if you guys want to sign up for the TA class, send me a DM. All right, I'll give you a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of promotion to buy you some time. All right. So if you're interested in doing the TA class, it is different from the coaching. Okay, so one-on-one coaching is about helping you find a strategy and on-demand TA for your projects. Okay, The TA class is going to teach you how to read the charts like I do. So there is a difference. All right. This is $25 an hour. Okay. For this class, that's dirt cheap. All right. And so it's $100 a month, but some months have more days in it. And so you'll get a free class some months. Okay. So the price won't change, but it'll be $100 a month. And then don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every day we're here. And then we have our merch. So we have hoodies, shirts, men and women's shirts. We have mugs. I have my mug right here. Check it out. And we have stickers. And then don't forget to sign up. Come join my Discord. It's absolutely free. If you're looking to do the TA class, that's going to be done on Discord. So if you go into my Discord, there is a section that says TA classes. You can click on that and you can put your name on the list to sign up. And, oh, I have an extra ticket to Rare Evo. If anybody's interested in going to this event, it's in Las Vegas. It's on August 6th through the 10th. I have press passes. I was told that they would most likely be upgraded to VIP, which are like $1,500 tickets, $1,600. So if you're looking for a VIP experience in Vegas, let me know. They are press passes. They may not get upgraded. It depends on how many VIP tickets they actually sell. So if there are availability, we will be the first in line to get those VIP tickets. But I only have one extra, so it'll be you and the goat. All right, Justin, did you figure it out? Oh, and check it out. We were able to raise another $75 this month for the Save a Warrior Foundation. Thank you to everyone that donated. We're making a difference here. We're changing lives. We're doing something positive for the community. Not just being greedy. You know, we want to help people. We want to do positive things for the community, not just the crypto community, but the world in general. You know, like that's what this is about. This whole thing is about helping people. That's the main goal here. I'm going to be really bummed if I'm going live extra for no reason right now. I'm going to give it a few more minutes for you, Justin. But I'll tell you what, Justin, being a subscriber, it's going to be worth it for you because like you're asking me right now for TA, you're going to have priority in the chat to get that TA done on your projects. And you can message me directly for TA anytime. There it is. Justin just subscribed. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. And remember, you can message me and send me a direct message, okay, with your email, and I will sign you up for the email alert system. And because you subscribed, I will go till 10 o'clock. Unless we don't have any more to go over, then I'll cut it early. Welcome aboard, Justin. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. I feel like you were on the fence about signing up anyway. So glad to have you. Don't forget, you guys can also gift subscriptions to other people if you want to, if you feel like doing that. As soon as we get to 115 subscribers, I actually get paid more money for having subscribers, and it actually becomes a little more lucrative for me. All right, Justin wanted IMX. I got you, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. IMX is a diamond bottom in the 1 hour. So I would imagine this one's gonna pump soon. That would be at about 48 to 49 on that one. And in the 1 day, it's probably reached, it could potentially go to 35 or cents. But because of that diamond bottom, I'm thinking not, which would be a double bottom, sending it up here. And that would go to at least like 86 to 90 cents and potentially more. It could potentially go to $1.04. 5 projects you jumped in when you got confirmation? What do you mean? Any chance it revisits its all-time high? Let me look. I'm going to say probably not. Okay, so this is common. What you're seeing, this is the bull cycle. That's probably where it will hit its top and then come back down. And by then, that would be December, end of the bull cycle. We're kind of in the final last round here. This is do or die for the bull cycle. It's pretty much almost over. No, I think probably $1 would be the most it actually reaches. Kita? No, I can do Kita for you. There were some other ones in the chat. Chat, if you want me to look at those projects for you, we're going to go till 10 o'clock. You can all thank Justin Kelly for adding an hour on. I'm not too happy about it. I'm in pain. I am tired. But we'll do it. I mean, I'd say we're in the 8th inning. We're in the 8th inning. All right, Mother of Dragons wants Kita. How you doing, Mother of Dragons? Kayleen, so nice to see you. Always a pleasure. See, it's on Tether. That doesn't look right. Kita. Try this one. Does that look right to you? Does that look like the right one? Oh, KTA. Oh, this is it. Perfect. All right. So it looks like it did a bit of a head and shoulders here. It's that new? May 15th? When you say 8th inning, you don't mean 7th inning stretch before November, December. I mean, yeah, kind of. I guess I'd say we're probably in the 7th inning now, and we're in the 8th inning. Maybe we go into extra innings on this one, but I think it's done by November. I think it's done by November. I think we get a pump in September, October, and then we start heading down in November, or maybe something changes. But the way the world is going right now, I'm leaning towards probably not. This one's hard to say, but I would imagine this does something like this. Come, boom, Head and Shoulders, 40 cents. Possibly. I could be wrong. There's just not enough data. There's ones like this. There's just not enough data. It is in a downtrend, which means it should turn upward soon. I'd say that 66 to 63, it could potentially come down to, and then start moving up. What platform is it on? I'm not sure. You'd have to find out. I'm sure it's on I think it said Kraken. Polynex, Blowfin, Uniswap, Bitmart. So basically, the traditional cycles are a thing of the past because regulations and institutions. I think, yes. And I think the next bull cycle won't be 4 years off. I think it'll be sooner, maybe in a year or two. I think 2026 is going to be dead. They're just going to say, okay, go to sleep. See you in 4 years. And then the next year, boom, bull cycle, and no one will be prepared for it. I do see crypto turning more to traditional stock market by 2030. I think so. XRP, Rihanna, you got it. So XRP is a Head and Shoulders in the 1 day, but it could possibly break out of that. So in the 1 day here, we have the Head and Shoulders, possibly sending it down to about 180 to 160 if it doesn't break structure. Okay, it could break structure. I don't think so. It may hit $2 and bounce up from there. In the 1 hour, it kind of looks like it's gonna pump one more time, maybe. It could see like 230 to 235. At the most, I would say 240 to 247, and it would still be within structure. But it is this pattern right here. It's a bit of an ascending channel, which would send it down to $2. Okay, so it may have one more pump up to about 237. Maybe it's more like 239, 240. Come back down, and then it would break and hit $2. The question is it going to bounce off of $2? Or is it going to break through? I would imagine that it does something like this. It probably come up and back down. It's $2, bounces, and then comes down. Something like that. That's what I'm guessing. Not financial advice, but what do you personally see as the top 3 performers in the last inning? That's a good question. Probably Ondo. Maybe Algo. I don't think Algo is going to outperform Ondo, to be honest with you. If we have a meme season, I think, or excuse me, an alt season, maybe XRP. If the case gets dropped on XRP, I think it would outperform everything. But I don't think that that's going to happen. They may drop the case, but the injunction getting removed, that's the main thing. Is if the injunction is removed on XRP, XRP is going to do, $5 to $8. But it's hard to say. I there's just so much hopium with XRP is why I say that. So it's just hard to say. I'm thinking Ondo. I'm really thinking Ondo. I'm hoping for SXT to do something this bull run. I would think that would maybe be its time to shine. It just hasn't gotten the traction. It may be something for the next bull run where SXT takes off. But the sentiment behind it, its utility, I'm digging it. Rihanna, you're very much welcome. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody got me with a gift? Just to hook a brother up? How about a meteor shower? Somebody got me with a meteor shower. I know I'm asking for a lot. Do I need to call Mega to make me believe in XRP again? I call him regularly to help me believe. Mega's the only person that makes me less bearish. Because I trust his TA. He's pretty on point. For the most part. There are others that are, whatever, but I know he's not blind to the fact that things can come down. So when he says that things are going up, I tend to believe him. But I don't really go to Mega for TA. I go to Mega for emotional support for XRP. We need to create an emotional support group for XRP holders. Because we're having a hard time over here. Does anybody have any more projects? Any more projects? I'm going to take down the meteor shower. I know you guys aren't going to send it. I was trying to put something up that would not be so crazy, but how about a glowing jellyfish? Can we get a glowing jellyfish? If not, no big deal. Axelar, got you. Link is bullish as F right now. Really? I'll look at Link. Axelar. I hate to break it to you, but this looks like it's coming down. Oh yeah, this is coming down. Classic. Like that. Where's that put it? In July. And then possibly run up again to right about there. I'd say 50 cents max. It would probably wick into 50 cents and then like that. Oh, Neo, thank you for the gem gun. And Jesus, thank you for the glowing gun. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. We actually made 20 bucks this live. All right. Yay. Cost me an extra 100 to go live longer, but it doesn't matter. It's not about the money. I mean, it's nice to offset some of the costs though. But I don't want to always, like, I don't want to be live till 10 o'clock. I want to go to bed or relax and get out of the chair. I've been sitting in this chair for 5 hours straight. You know what I mean? That's why it's like, all right, make it worth my while, you know. Link. That's what it was. I like Link. I hold a little bit. Not too much. Most of my money's in stable coins right now, but when I go back into rebuy mode, so Link looks like a bit of a bull flag thing going on, possibly. It looks like an inverted head and shoulders, possibly here. In the short term, just in the hour, I would say it goes to about 13.6. Maybe 13.5, 13.6, somewhere around there. And then in the day, it's coming down. Okay, this thing is coming down overall. This is a head and shoulders. All right. So this thing is coming down to 10. I'd say like 11 cents to like 11 to 10 cents, maybe 10.5, somewhere down here is where it's going to drop. I'm thinking right there. 10.14, 10.36. EMA ribbons are crossing on what? Arrow? Oh, on Link? I don't use those, man, because they throw you off. But we can look at them. Just because they're not crossing. I don't see them crossing. In what time frame? Maybe in like the low time frame, like the 5 minute. What time frame for the EMAs? Because I'm in the 1 day. Maybe you're mistaken. All right, do we have any more? Hold up, TV just glitched, had to restart. No worries. Yeah, this is Chainlink. Yeah, it looks like a bit of an inverted head and shoulders. But I think in the 1 day overall, it's coming down. It's a head and shoulders right here, bringing it down. You see it? Do you see the head and shoulders? Okay, it's right here. Boom. All right, I think I got time for one more. Who's going to give me the last one? And don't forget, TA classes, if you want to learn how to do technical analysis and learn how to read the charts like I do, okay? I'm very quick with my TA. Chris Durkee wants to do Tron, but he's not a subscriber. So I'll tell you what, Chris Durkee, I will give you, either you can become a deluxe subscriber or you can send a money gun. But I tell you what, with the deluxe subscriber, you get one-on-one coaching with me. But you got 1 minute to send the money again, or otherwise we're going to call it a night. Justin Kelly wants AKT. You got it. Last one. Unless Chris Durkee subscribes. If Chris Durkee subscribes, I'll do one more. A cash network? No worries, bro. I'll tell you this right now, though, that deluxe subscription pays for itself. All right, on the 1 hour, I'd say this is kind of a diamond bottom. It's a bit wonky, but it kind of feels like maybe a diamond bottom thing going on here. You see it? That's bullish. That would send it to, I'd say, 0.184, or excuse me, 1.184. But in the day, looks like it had a head and shoulders. It played out. It may be going into reversal, but I would say this is a descending, broadening wedge. Let me double check on that one. That's bullish. Yeah, this one looks like it's about to take off in the day and the hour. AKT, whoever called that one's about to do something. Let's see if this takes off. That would send it to 166, or excuse me, 165 would be your first profit taking zone. 175, 180, 195, $2, and then 260. I don't think it'll go higher than that. It could, but there's just not enough data to tell. But let's say this is a double bottom here now, right? And it does that. That would send it to 230 to 240. I'm leaning more towards this right here, actually. I would say probably 216 to 220. This one looks bullish as hell. All time frames look good on this one. I might buy some of this. The problem is, here's why I won't buy it. It's only been out since March 19th. There's not enough data for it to really be accurately charted. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how bullish it looks. One bad thing can just this thing. So be careful on this one. I'm glad I took a look at how long it's been out. That's usually one of the last things I check, just to be sure, because this could do just like what SXT did, and it looked bullish as hell, and it just, all right. Be careful on this one. But Justin Kelly, I would say that more than likely it's going to be somewhat bullish. But be careful. Be careful. Yeah, it's like Render. Man, who was it that bought Render? And I told him, I was like, bro, like, he was like saying all this stuff about Render, and I was like, yeah, but I didn't see, you know, from my TA, you know, and he didn't take my advice, and he lost a lot of money, and then he canceled his subscription. Which I would think you'd do the opposite, right? Why would, if somebody gave you good advice and you didn't follow it, and then so you cancel your subscription with them, it's like, it's not my fault you lost. You know what I mean? I tried to give you the tools. But that's more about PTC, kind of SXT, no? What do you mean? You mean it's about what Bitcoin does? Yeah. Here's the thing is, I was pretty convinced that SXT found its bottom, and then the world just went to shit. Nobody could have predicted that. And that's why we do the news for the show, is because we have to kind of gauge that. But I tell you what, right now, the markets are rocky, whether you're in crypto or you're in the stock market. Everything is rocky right now. All right. Be careful. Not financial advice. Okay. This is just what I see. I tend to be right. But mind you, I'm only 90 to 95% accurate. So I like SXT though. I don't think it's shit. I think it's an awesome coin. I think it's just, we're too early. Too early. I'm always too early to everything, but I'm okay with that because I see the potential for SXT doing dollars, like $5, $10 to $25 in the next 5 or 10 years. So I'm okay with it. I'm accumulating it for long-term storage. Oh yeah, SXT is going to be massive. Like, people don't even know. Like, we're so early on that. Everybody that's holding SXT, yeah, in due time. I agree, buddy. That's one it's an accumulation, baby. Every time it goes down, I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, I can buy more. And I'm not throwing my whole bag at it right away. I'm putting a little bit into it every time it goes down, every time it goes down. I'm not really DCAing it. I'm just accumulating it as it goes down. I'm like, oh yeah, baby, keep on coming down. I'm okay with it. And once it gets down to that low, then I'll throw a fucking massive bag in it. And so what? It takes 5 years for it to do anything? Fine. I did the same thing with XRP, and now I'm retired. So once people read it and realize what it is, it's going to boom. Exactly. All the crypto creators, I found this one, okay? All the crypto creators, I tell them about it, and then they're just like, oh, I'm buying this. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. I'd be like, I will take my pontoon boat in emerald green with gold fringe, please. And I want one that's powered by a Sea-Doo so that we can take chat out on the pontoon boat and we can go ride around on the Sea-Doo and do things and bring it back and dock it in there. So, all right, I'm going to end the live, guys. Thanks for sticking around and all the gifts. Justin, thank you for subscribing. Send me a DM with your email address, and I'll get you signed up on the email alert system for free for the rest of the month, and you can try that out. I asked Nani Crypto this morning what she thought of it. She didn't know, and then she freaked out. I know, right? I am like, let me tell you this. I am known for picking the best ones early, way too early. Yeah, once she did some reading, I know. That has like been my whole thing. I've always picked things that are always end up being the best later on. I'm just good at picking them. They just fall into my lap too. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just manifest it. Who knows? Anyway, Justin, I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and yeah, I'll see you around. All right, we're live. We are live on all platforms right now. We have TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Abstract, X, and we're here. We're live. How's everybody doing? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Today, we have a special guest coming on. We're not mirrored on the TikTok. Yeah. Perfect. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Give a round of applause for our IT guy here. Thank you, Elon. What's up, Eric? How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you. All right. How's everybody doing today? Jesse on YouTube, welcome. Should we buy more SXT now? You should have bought SXT like a month ago when I told you to. That's when you should have bought. But I'd say it still looks pretty bullish, baby. Looks pretty bullish. Let's pull it up. SXT. Oh, we already did. I know we did. I know we did. Been trying to catch up on the classes, but been doing good. Hey, don't worry, man. You'll get caught up. It's a lot. Okay, there's like 12 hours or more of class information, so it's going to take you some time. So let's see here. SXT, space and time. Space and time. One of my favorite projects. Is it going to $11? I think so. Look at that, man. I'm in so much profits. I got this at 6.5 cents. And I've been trading it along the way. And oh, man, what a project. Can I take your TA? Yes. Okay, thank you. You're so funny, man. This is TA at its finest, man. It doesn't get any better than this. You know what's great about this TA is calling it at the bottom, not calling it after confirmation. You know, that's one thing that I teach. Yeah, no TA on lives anymore unless it is something I want to do, right? So I want to look at SXT, right? I want to look at XRP. So I'm going to do those ones, right? That's where you're going to get your little bit of free A. But if you want TA, come into the Discord, okay? Get on the Discord. And guys, don't forget, if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're sending in those daily heart me's, you're engaging, because the algorithm is so much different with TikTok. You have to be sending gifts. You have to be engaging in order for it to pump out there and the community to see it. And that's what we want, is we want viewership. I really don't care about the gifts. So, you know, a heart me is great. And actually today we're giving money away. We're giving away $100. Is this pool? No, this is space and time. It literally says it right here on the screen. Space and time SXT. Let's see here. I can barely see the chat on YouTube. Let's fix that. Let's fix the YouTube chat, because YouTube's where it's at, baby. YouTube is where it's at. Oh, that's much better. Now we can see X with the chat. I learned to read, bros. And Jesse is actually on YouTube right now. Jesse's on YouTube, and we're today, in order to get your airdrop, you've got to be on YouTube. So we're giving out a $100 airdrop. And so you got to be watching on YouTube and in the chat on YouTube, but not yet. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to get the likes flowing and everything on TikTok, satisfy their algorithm. And then we're going to offboard at about 8 o'clock. And we're actually we're going to move over to YouTube, and you have to be subscribed on YouTube, and you have to have a Cardano wallet, and you have to put in the chat $100 to get into the prize. What's up, Oscar? How you doing, brother? Let's see here. Spin the wheel. We're gonna be putting names. Look, I got Oscar's in here. Oscar actually gets TikTok seller gets 2. And Oscar gets 3 for engagement this week. So we're going to put in TikTok seller one more time. And then we're going to put in Oscar. Give Oscar a capital O. And then we are going to add Oscar one more time. Oscar's going to get added one more time because he had the most engagement, the most comments, the most shares out of anyone this week. So congratulations, Oscar, to winning an extra chance at the prize wheel here. And so you're going to have a whole nother Oscar on here. But I want to make sure that your names aren't like right next to each other. So we're going to add a few more names here, and then you're going to get another spot on the wheel. Jessie has been engaging. Obviously, she's part of the show, but she does engage. She pulls her weight around here. She will not get into the TA class without paying for it. She is gifting. She is liking and sharing. Alexa, how you doing? Glad to see you. So we're going to have a raffle or a giveaway today. And it's gonna be awesome, man. We'll get into that a little bit later. Let's get everybody going on here. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Hope you guys have your Cardano wallets ready. If you don't have your Cardano wallet ready, I'm gonna help you get yours set up today. That's what we're gonna do in the live today. Oz, should I buy more SXT now or wait? Bro, you should have been buying SXT, but I'll tell you what. Resistance for SXT is at 950. Yeah, Josh. But I want to buy more. What I would say is more than likely, if it does pump up here to 950 and it does reject, it's only going to come back down to where it's at now. In my opinion, it could potentially get more volatile and fall down here to 8 cents, but I don't think it's going lower than 8 cents ever again. This may be the end. This 7 cents and under is over, in my opinion. I think it's over. And if you don't have your Cardano wallet yet, we're going to get you onboarded. Who here has a Cardano wallet? You guys want some music? I'll put some music on for you. The problem with the music is the audio, but we'll do it. We'll do the music. Do you guys want Goat Tribe or do you want the original music? Which one do you guys want? Do you guys want the Goat Tribe? I've been listening to Goat Tribe nonstop. Trap beats. You guys want the Goat Tribe. All right, Goat Tribe it is. Let me pull it up here. And if you guys haven't checked out Goat Tribe yet, go to YouTube. All right. Go to YouTube and get Goat Tribe's album, Oversold, Underrated. Fabulous album, by the way. Absolutely fabulous. Let's go to YouTube Music. Right. In the app.
The future of music.
And
I don't know where it's
check it out. We're going to put in Goat Tribe, Oversold and Underrated chat. Oh, wait. Is this YouTube Music? Yeah, it should be. It's funny, though. You put it in and my video comes up. That's pretty cool, though. Oh, wait, this isn't YouTube Music. That's why. Okay. We're in YouTube, right? So we want to go to YouTube Music. That is YouTube Music, right? The YouTube Music app. Goat XRP. Here we go. There it is right there. We got Goat Tribe. Don't hear it though. Every day is a good day when you say GM. We see them hate, but we won't be like them. If Elon is watching the live, can we send Elon in? Or if Jesse, if you're watching, can you have Elon come into the studio? Because I don't hear any music. I can see it playing, but I don't actually hear it. They'll never catch me slipping, never GM if you're building or GM if you're rich. I see it in the background playing. You can see the music. Gotta unmute it on OBS. It's not muted. We've been having issues with the audio stuff lately. Let me text the IT guy to come in. I'm in it to win it. TikTok seller, I'm coming for him. And hell's coming with me, you hear, says Jesse. Jesse wants to win the prize today. Jesse's after you. You can hear it on YouTube. Yeah, for some reason we can't hear it on in my headphones, or I can't hear it on TikTok. So if you can message the IT guy, I just messaged him, but he hasn't responded. Who knows? He's right here, but if he's on his phone and he's not watching the live and monitoring, then he doesn't know that there's an issue. There's a reason he won't show behind the wheel. Show behind. You know what? If you want music, come to YouTube, baby. Oh, look at SXT's getting a nice little pullback. That's good. That's healthy. We want that. SXT is known for not creating fair value gaps and filling them quickly. And it's very healthy market movement. And that's why we like SXT so much, right? It's very predictable. It's in its accumulation phase. It's no crazy fair value gaps like XRP where it could just crash. This is what we want. This is everything that you're looking for in a coin, and it has the potential to 100x. You have the tab muted on streamer. No, I don't. I don't have it muted. I don't know where this IT guy is. He was just in right now too. He might be using the restroom. So yeah, also make sure he didn't stray too far. That's the thing, is like, once he gets it set up, he tends to like wander, because we have a large like complex here, right? And so there's so much to do. There's literally a driving range here. Okay, there's golf carts, there's dune buggies, there's a lot of fun stuff here, right? So it's very easy for him to kind of wander off and do things, you know, because he's basically here, but he's on call. And, you know, I'm not trying to work him to death. Come on. So, like, I want the employees here to enjoy their time, right? I don't want them to just be stuck in the office the whole time. I'm like, you know what, go and like have a good time. So, but we'll have to do something where until like the first like 5 or 10 minutes of the live, then take off and go have fun. But we try to have did you guys ever watch, what was it, Rob and Big? Remember Rob had like that, it was like a skate park and like a foam pit and different stuff like that. That's what I strive to have here for the, thank you very much, Jesus, for the woolly hat. The 10 popular boats, the 6 popular boats from Revolution. Jesus with a heart me, Revolution with a heart me. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. There he is. Speak of the devil and he shall present himself. So there's no audio for the music on so everything's on at the right percentages, and it's at the right thing, and you can see it on OBS. Everyone can hear it on YouTube. There we go. So, we're good now. Yeah, we're good. I can see it. Thank you, sir. So simple. Something so simple. Now we're goated. Hit the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube yet, you gotta go there if you wanna win some money. Oh, it's quiet? Alright, I got you. How's that? Is that better? Yes. Ozthecryptogoat says we love YouTube. There's a fake Ozthecryptogoat in YouTube right now, guys. Go get him. What the heck? We do love YouTube though. He's so goated, he wants to be me. That's how goated he is, chat. How's the audio now? How's the music? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit for YouTube and everything, so it's not overpowering. Josh did it. Look, I got my pudgy penguin here today with his little monocle, his little midnight monocle and cubic pin. What's up, Danny Gibson? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. You know what? I absolutely love and adore you guys. The community that we built is such a strong community of good, amazing people, and that's why I want to give back to the community, guys. I'm gonna be giving more to the community, and I am so appreciative of you guys. So I'm making some changes, not only with myself, you know, somewhere along the way I forgot that I was here for you, the viewer, and not for these other creators. I care about you. I want you to succeed. That's why I'm interviewing real people that are CEOs and they're developers in this space, right? And we're adding new information and new value, not just the same creators interviewing the same creators over and over with the same regurgitated nonsense. We want new information. We want to know, how do we onboard this technology? How do we use this technology? How do we develop more of this technology? How do we grow with this technology? That's why I'm working with the developers. We're creating new projects that are on blockchain that no one's even thought of yet. Because I'm a visionary, chat. I'm always looking at, while everyone's looking over here, I'm working on something over here while y'all are just looking. Like, that's what I'm doing. I want to create something magnificent for the world, right? I want to grow this community into something so magnificent that not only do we win and we become rich in crypto, but we build a solid foundation to help uplift one another instead of tear each other down. There's been so much negativity in this space, and I've decided to separate myself from it and to focus on you, chat. Focus on the people and give back to the people. I'm not even going to say what I've been doing, but you know who you are. And if you're blessed, that's all I want. I want your bags to be blessed. I want your accounts to be blessed. I want your health to be blessed. I want to help you in every way I can. And so Thursday, we have a very special guest. Oscar is coming on the show. I'm really excited to have Oscar on the show. Oscar, thank you for the 3 dolphins. Mar Lopez, thank you for the heart me. JFM, thank you for the heart me. Danny Gibson, thank you for the heart me. Revolution, thank you for the 6 popular votes. Oscar, you are a true blessing to me. Oscar, the whole reason I do any of this is for people like you, man. I hear the horror stories, the tales from the crypto of people getting wrecked and getting their bags taken and so many different things. And I want to take those horror stories and turn them into success stories. That's why I started doing this. I didn't do this to be cool. I didn't do this to be Mr. Flashy Hotshot. Somewhere along the way, I started going down that path. It started getting to my head. And I realized that's not me. That's not who I am. It was just this toxic environment. And I'm making changes, chat. I've been doing some self-reflecting. I took a little bit of time off to remember who I am and why I'm here. And I mean, I love my little pudgy penguin. Love him, but I love you more. Look at them. How can you not love this little dude? Come on. Look, he's got a little monocle that I put on him. My pudgy penguin's the only one with the little monocle, right? Oh, thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back. And not only am I back, I'm back to who I was. Somewhere along the way, man, I got a little narcissistic maybe, or big-headed. I needed to humble myself. So I took a step back and I touched some grass. And I would encourage you all to do the same. Go touch some grass. Go do something positive. Meditate. Become one with nature. And if you can't touch grass, go touch some dirt. Go make a mud pie. Remember when we used to make mud pies? Go grab your kids, take them outside and play with the hose. You know, get off TikTok, do something, then be here. Obviously, I want you to be here in the live, but don't make this everything, because there's a whole world out there. And I love how this community brings the entire world together in one place, but don't forget that there is the real world out there. Don't live in the pod and eat the bugs. Yeah, dude, go have a balloon fight. Okay? Tell your kids to go clean something up in the yard and turn the hose on and spray them and catch them off guard. Watch them laugh, you know? Prank somebody, you know? Call somebody that you love that you haven't called in a long time. Get them on the phone. Reach out to your coworkers and show them random kindness out of nowhere. Just a phone call of saying, hey, I was thinking about you and I wanted to let you know, if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. Pay forward some gratitude. Do something for someone else. Be selfless. Give to somebody in need. Do something for your community. Go feed the homeless. Go do something, right? Put something positive in the world. Put positive energy in the world, and positive energy will emulate from you and spread like fire, and you will have a positive whirlwind around you, and your life will be so much better. And that's what I've done. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I am going to make changes to be the best person I can be. That's my whole goal in life, is to be the best, most updated iOS version of myself. And I'm updating daily. Buy a homeless person dinner. Yes, I love that. You know, and if you don't have the money to buy somebody something, just go tell somebody that they're amazing. There are so many things you can do that are free that benefit other people. Spread positive energy. And when you have positive energy and you touch somebody and you have positive energy, you transfer that energy. Go give someone a hug. Go do something positive for the community. Go into someone else's live. If you're too addicted and you can't get off the live, go into someone else's live and spread some positivity. Tell them how amazing they are. Tell the community how amazing they are. Let's create a spider web of positivity and grow this web so massively that people cannot deny that we are good human beings and that we love and we care about the people around us. That's what's important. Mr. Pags says, yeah, treat your favorite influencer to octopus in a Bobby Filet restaurant in Vegas. Oh, Mr. Pags is Henry. I was wondering what happened to Henry. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much. I'll tell you what, that was the best octopus I've ever had in my entire life. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. I cherish those moments that I had in Vegas for the meet and greet. Like that was the best birthday gift ever, because there's a lot of creators that have meet and greets and no one shows, right? And being a new creator and having a meet and greet and having so many people meet me in Vegas and spend time with me, that was the best birthday gift I could have ever received. So thank you, Henry. I appreciate you so much to the bottom of my heart. And I will tell you what, next year in Vegas, dinner's on me, brother. I'm taking you out for dinner, and we're gonna have another night of playing some craps and some roulette. Man, I had a great time with you. I think we should play poker. I think we should plan a poker day. I want to do a meet and greet where we meet in Vegas, but we all meet to play a poker game, like a tournament, right? That's what I want to do. You know, I think that would be a lot of fun, because I want to play poker, right? But I want to play at a real table. I want to play with real cards. I don't want like some digital crap, right? Like I want the real deal, right? Let's see here. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud for me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, let's do down for a Vegas trip. Yeah, dude, let's do it. Everybody, we're going to plan a Vegas trip soon, okay? Not soon, but probably after the first of the year. Hey, Seuss, thank you for the money again. Appreciate you. Revolution, thank you for the give me the mic. Mr. Pags, thank you for the 17 goats. I'm calling you Henry, though, unless you don't want me to. But you'll always be Henry to me. But yeah, we need another Vegas trip. I think as far as meet and greets go, Vegas is going to be the best spot for security reasons. We'll do other ones. I want to do one in Australia. I want to do one in Canada. I want to do like different areas, right? I want to do one in Miami, but those will come later once the community has grown more, you know, and is a little bit stronger. But the community is really strong in Australia. So the next one that's not in Vegas will be in Australia. And, you know, everyone's welcome to do that. I also want to do a cruise, right? I want to do a crypto cruise and get all the creators on board and have them all come and speak and do like a crypto convention on a cruise for all of us. TA class members invited. Yes, of course, Josh, you're invited. This is for everybody. The TA class, the perks you get from that are like up here. Like, not only am I doing like, now here's the thing is I'm doing TA for them there, but these guys are TAing just as good as me now. They're so on point. I'm just there to basically be like, oh, well, I also see this and kind of coach you a little bit. But dude, you guys are trading TA champions. And I am so proud to call you my pupils. The True Crime Corner. What is going on? Is this the XRP cruise Miss Poo Poo put together? No. I don't do. This would be a crypto cruise, not XRP exclusive. And I would say if you're in XRP, you're not allowed to come. If you hold XRP, you can't get a ticket. Just kidding. I'm just messing. But no, this would be different. Pengu to $10. I would say if you hold Cardano, you get to go. If you're staked in Cardano, you get like a discount on your ticket. That would be the funniest time ever. I know, like an XRP hate party. And Josh is the only one allowed to go that is an XRP. And Josh will be our guest speaker, and he can tell us all why market cap doesn't matter, and tell us all why institutions coming in and taking over crypto is good for the environment. I think that's what would do. Just trolling you, Josh. I love you, bro. Josh is our friendly and what I love about Josh is we dish it out, but he can take it, but he also dishes it out too. We have a great time. Somebody's got to be the villain, right? Show me your calculus skills. That shit would be so hilarious. I know, right? I think it would be fun. And I let Josh come up here and talk on the show all the time because I'm not blind to the fact that XRP can do phenomenal things. I'm not blind to the fact that there's not money to be made there. I get it. And the narrative and sentiment behind it. And if they partner with Cardano, okay, and it would have to be like XRP coming to Cardano, not just Ripple partnering with Cardano, right? Because Ripple and XRP are two different things. But if you can stake your XRP on Cardano, I am an XRP maxi again, okay? But in the meantime, this is what it is. Yeah, staking is everything. Anything that is stakeable is going to be massive. And credit should be given where credit's due. Cosmic Crypto did say that. However, I've been kind of saying that for a while, but I think it was reaffirmed that I was right by hearing him say it. But I do believe that we should always give creators credit where it's due. I will never steal anyone's TA or anyone's thoughts. If I hear a thought from a different creator, you're going to get credit on my show. Because if you've convinced me of something, you've done something spectacular. Because I don't just believe everything I hear. You have to give me facts. You have to give me proof beyond speculation. Did you see what I charted on ADA? No, I did see that Mega Crypto thinks that ADA is going to crash down and it's going to be a Head and Shoulders. I don't think so. I think ADA is going to go to all-time high. Let's go. Let's check out ADA. I freaking love ADA, bro. Yes, guys, don't forget to send in your heart me's. Look at ADA. ADA looks solid. As long as it doesn't reject at 90 and to 95 cents, we're golden, baby. It's all-time highs. We're looking good, baby. You excited for midnight airdrop? Yeah, I already got my midnight airdrop. I already got my midnight. Check it out, bro. I was at the Glacier party. That's how I got this. I got a midnight glow stick from the party. I got all kinds of midnight stuff. I love midnight. Midnight is awesome. Like, I got a little thing too here. It's a midnight. It goes over your computer, like on your laptop, and it slides over to like cover your camera for like privacy. I got all kinds of midnight stuff. I love midnight. Midnight is massively underrated. People are not giving this the credit that it deserves. This is going to be huge. Huge. And it's great to see people that are engaged with that. What is an airdrop? An airdrop is when the creators or developers or the CEO or whatever of a company such as Midnight or VY Finance airdrop the crypto into your wallet, right? And that's what we're going to be doing today. Is VY Finance is going to be airdropping $100 into one lucky viewer today. But you have to be subscribed on YouTube. You have to put $100 in the chat on YouTube. And you have to have a Cardano wallet. So if you haven't gone to YouTube and you have not subscribed yet, now would be a good time. You can always come back to TikTok, okay? But I'm telling you, YouTube's where it's at, baby. And we also have X, but we will not be on TikTok forever. We are leaving TikTok. So you can find us on Twitch, X, Abstract. Find us on Twitch, YouTube. We're everywhere. We're literally on Abstract right now. Let me shout out Abstract. Welcome to those viewing on Abstract. And you know what's great is Abstract has all kinds of cool pudgy penguins, emotes, and things. There's people chatting in the chat on Abstract right now with pudgy penguins. I absolutely love it. Who doesn't love Pengu? Speaking of Pengu, Pengu's headed for a new all-time high. Check out Pengu. I'm going to TA Pengu for y'all. Pengu's a bull flag, baby. And look at... Now, it is a descending channel. It did hit resistance and back off. If we get a breakout from here, oh, baby. It's on like Donkey Kong. New all-time high for this thing. or we just come back down. But Tengu is goated, chat. Look at, I have the rocket ship right here. I got the goat right here. This is goated. How do I close TikTok? Oh my God. You guys should come to Abstract. Come check out what's going on there. And here's what I'm going to say is you can come to YouTube for the airdrop today. But if you come to Abstract, I will give you an extra name on the wheel, right? So you get an extra chance. So dude, I don't know your name on Abstract, but I see your wallet address. I'm gonna see about adding you to the wheel, bro. But you need a Cardano wallet. I know that Abstract is Ethereum based, so if you don't have a Cardano wallet yet, show of hands here. Okay, who has a Cardano wallet already ready to go for the airdrop today? Who's got their Cardano wallets ready? TikTok sellers got it. Kodak says, does BTC affect the stock market prices on occasion? I think it's the other way around. I think the stock market affects Bitcoin. Does MetaMask work? You know, that's going to be a question for the CEO. We will ask the CEO today. I'm using Lace. So I use Lace wallet. That's my Cardano wallet. That's where I got my goats at and my staked Cardano. Like that's where I hold the keys to my crypto, right? So Oscar, in order to get the airdrop, you have to have a Cardano wallet. I will allow you guys to enter in the raffle thing today. And if you win and you don't have your Cardano wallet set up yet, I will teach you if you need help. If you need coaching on getting your wallet set up, we can do it after the live, okay? But I will make sure that you get your airdrop, unless he comes on and he's like, yeah, we have to airdrop it right now. We'll see. Maybe I can send it to my wallet first and then send it to you guys. We'll figure it out. But yeah, you guys have to have a Cardano wallet in order to get the airdrop. And this is not a midnight airdrop. This is an exclusive airdrop for this live only. For the goat tribe, right? For the goats here in this chat, right? This is the only place that you can get this airdrop. Is there a Lace app? I believe Lace is for your PC. Right, but you can go online and you can just put in Google, just write in Cardano wallet for my phone. Ask ChatGPT, right? Or if Jesse is here or you're subscribed to Jesse's community, you can use her for a fact check. We love AI. We love TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is amazing. Is that TikTok seller on Abstract? What is up, TikTok seller? TikTok seller with another name on the board. TikTok seller's got another spot on the board. Let's add Oscar another one. Let's give Oscar a double up too. Oscar earned 3 spots. Okay. And TikTok seller has earned 3 spots. Jesse has earned 1 spot. No one else has earned a spot yet. And by the way, in order for you guys to stay up here, you gotta come to either YouTube or Abstract and put $100 in the chat. What are we doing here? We are giving away $100 airdrop today. And if you are subscribed on YouTube, it's free to subscribe on YouTube, by the way, guys. And you come over to YouTube and put in the chat $100, okay, and you have a Cardano wallet, you can have a potential to win $100 today. We are giving away $100. And here's the thing, chat, is this, if this guy doesn't even show, I'm gonna still send you $100. Somebody's getting $100 today, okay? And that's just what it is. You guys have been so supportive of me and this community here and my channel. I want to give back. I want to have as many opportunities to give back to you as I can. That is my new goal, is to give to the community. Obviously, we have a lot of overhead here, and we do have to charge for some things, but sometimes we can give back. So, Justin Kelly, do you have a Cardano wallet? Here's a better one. Who doesn't have a Cardano wallet? So TikTok seller says on Abstract, I don't want to overdo it for me. Oh, dude, you're great, man. You know what? TikTok seller has an extra name on here just because he edits my videos for me daily. Every single day, he not only engages in my content, he edits for me. He does moderation for me, and I am so appreciative. He has been with me since day one, and I appreciate you, brother, and you will always be my friend. Justin Kelly says, not sure how to do it. So you can you can ask ChatGPT, you can Google it. If you have a PC, I like Lace wallet. You just lace.io, that easy, and set up a wallet. What's up, Holler? How you doing? We're giving away $100 today. So if you want to get your $100, you need to have a Cardano wallet that we can airdrop to. And you need to subscribe on YouTube, which is absolutely free to subscribe on YouTube. And you have to drop $100 in the chat on YouTube or on Abstract. And when you do that, and TikTok seller, don't forget to follow me on Abstract. If you come over to Abstract, make sure you follow. That is our newest channel. No, you got to put the $100 comment on YouTube or on Abstract. It doesn't count if you put it on TikTok. You got to comment on YouTube or Abstract, because I want you guys to know where to find me when we rug TikTok, because we will not be on TikTok forever, baby. You followed? All right, cool. It probably just hasn't refreshed yet. I'll tell you what, Abstract is really cool. They have Pudgy Penguin games that you can play. And I'm going to be doing some lives where I do games. Justin Kelly with $100. Did you subscribe, Justin, on YouTube? Make sure you hit the subscriber, because if you win and you're not subscribed, you will not be eligible. I'll have to reach out to you and make you subscribe first. So make sure you're subscribed. Let's add Justin Kelly. Justin Kelly wants to win, baby. Justin. Congratulations, Justin, for making it to the will. Christian, what is your name on TikTok? Christian Montegudo? Are you from TikTok? But don't forget, you got to be subscribed and you got to have a wallet. If you don't have a wallet yet, I can help you out afterwards if you win. You are subscribed. Great. Appreciate it. Let's see. We've got Jesus. I'm just going to put Jesus Ace. All right. We've got... Are you trying to do the Cardano? I got you, bro. We're going to put Christian. Christian. Monteagudo? Christian Monteagudo. Oh, Cmont. Cmont. Now I know who you are. When you guys come into YouTube, you got to put your username too. Put your username from TikTok so I know who it is, so I don't have to dox you. All right. Who else is getting on the wheel? JFM, are you getting on the wheel? Holler, are you getting on the wheel? Who else is getting? Marco, do you want to get on the wheel? Oz, I don't even know how to use the Discord. I'm missing out on you. Brother, DM me, and I will have the IT guy walk you through it. All right? On me. For you, Cmont, on the house. No worries, brother. I got you. I will get you on Discord. You don't know how to do the Discord? Don't worry. We'll teach you. Am I subbed? You'd have to click subscriber on YouTube. Here's the thing: is if you didn't sub on YouTube, you're not gonna be able to win. So you have to make sure you click the subscribe button on YouTube. It's absolutely free to subscribe on YouTube. Oscar commented 100. I already got you on here, Oscar. You got 3 spots, Oscar. So thank you for putting in the $100 chat. Look at, you've got 3 spots here, brother. And let's see here. It's fixed. No, this is going to be completely random. It's going to be completely random. That's why I have the spinning wheel. Okay? Absolutely, Oscar. You've got 3 chances on here. TikTok Seller's got 3. Jesse's got 1. Justin Kelly's got 1. Jesus has 1. Cmont has 1. Oh, you had to extend your sub on TikTok. Thank you very much. And if you're not subscribed on TikTok, subscribe to the community. I offer coaching. Basically, with the coaching is I, help you with FOMO. I TA for you. Can help you with your portfolios. I offer a top tier of that where you can do it over the phone and we can talk. So that's my premium subscription. Or you can just get into the TA class and I can teach you how to do TA, and I give coaching in the TA chat. Okay. And you have a whole community of people who are trained by me how to TA working together. It's an amazing community. What we have been doing in the community has been really awesome. G-Rod, don't forget to come over to YouTube and put $100 in the chat so you can get a chance to win $100, and make sure you subscribe on YouTube as well. We are giving away $100 today. And all you got to do is have a Cardano.
It's that crypto revolution. It's that crypto. Who you trust when the world start crashing? Flag in the cold, we the last ones laughing. Try to pull the plug, but the swarm can't flash. Billions of sparks, same flame, same passion. You can lock one gate, we ride around. Every time they hit, new fork, new ground. If they fear our love for the truth we found, then we already wear the freedom crown. What? This that crypto revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, never track my soul. We gon' break that old illusion, run it on a new solution. Freedom in the legend that they can't control. Raise those hands up, raise those hands up. Every block a bullet, let the chain alone. It's that crypto revolution, it's that crypto. Days on my neck and my mind, all day, all alive. World crumble in real time, numbers climb. Close doors, they decided where we work, paper crowns and no gods on the earth. Now I keep a code in the cold, deep thought keys in my head, can't seize that thought. They tax every breath that I breathe. Roll on just to laugh when we bleed. Now we sign blocks, write truth in the glass. Every new block is the torch we pass. It's that crypto revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, track my soul. Truth in the glass. Every new block is the torch we pass. It's that crypto revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, never track my soul. We gon' break that old illusion, run it on a new solution. Freedom in the they can't control. Raise those horns up, raise those horns up. Every block a bullet, let the chain alone. It's that crypto revolution, it's that crypto. Trust us, we protect your pay. Then they froze accounts in the day. I was sleeping, now water, wake, perfect phrase, carved in my brain, no safe. Peer-to-peer, past the flame, hand to hand, whole planet in the palm, no man at the center. Every node like a tent in the storm, when the banks start war, we enter. It's that crypto revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, never track my soul. We gon' break that old illusion, running on a new solution. Freedom in the legend that they can't control. Raise those hands up, raise those hands up. Every black a bullet, let the chain alone. It's that crypto revolution, it's that crypto. Who you trust when the world start crashing? Flag in the cold, we the last ones laughing. Try to pull the plug, but the swarm can't flash. Billions of sparks, same flame, same passion. You can lock one gate, we ride around. Every time they hate, new fork, new ground. If they fear our love for the truth we found, then we already wear the freedom crown. What? This that crypto revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, never track my soul. We gon' break that old illusion, run it on a new solution. Freedom in the legend that they can't control. Raise those hands up, raise those hands up. Every block a bullet, let the chain alone. This that crypto revolution, it's that crypto. Chains on my neck and my mind. Game all day, all alive. Whole world crumble in real time. Watch the numbers climb. Closed doors, they decided where we work, paper crowns and no gods on the earth. Now I keep a code in the cold, deep thought keys in my head, can't seize that thought. They tax every breath that I breathe. Roll on just to laugh when we bleed. Now we sign blocks, write truth in the glass. Every new block is the torch we pass. This that crypto revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, never track my soul. We gon' break that old illusion, run it on a new solution. Freedom in the legend that they can't control. Raise those horns up, raise those horns up. We block a bullet, let the chain alone. It's that crypto revolution, it's that crypto. Told us, trust us, we protect your pay. Then they froze accounts in a day. I was sleeping, now wide awake. Perfect phrase, carved in my brain, no safe. Peer to peer, past the flame, hand to hand, whole planet in the palm, no man at the center. Every note like a tent in the storm. When the banks start war, we enter. This that. Revolution, wallet full of absolution. They can track my body, never track my soul. We gon' break that old illusion, run it on a new solution. Freedom in the control. Raise those horns up, raise those horns up. Every block a bullet, let the chain alone. Just that crypto revolution.
Okay, so I want to live stream. It says failed to start virtual camera because it's already running. Hold on. So when I stream on Pump Fun, am I using virtual camera?
Using both.
Using both.
You're using the virtual camera for other people's things, and you're using the OBS virtual camera. Not just the box, using both.
Okay. Stay at 6 o'clock. Be in here. Okay. Just in case we have a problem on Pump Fun.
Raise those horns up. Raise those horns up. Every block of bullet, let the chain alone. It's that crypto revolution. Days on my neck and my mind. Okay, all day, all alive. Watch the numbers climb.